Oh, hello, and welcome
my gosh.
to the inside of a cardboard box is what the vibe I'm getting here. Anyway, it's Q&A Thursday. We're happy you are here with us. Of course, why is my brain is like flipping the image. Am I seeing that right? I got Levi over here to my right.
Yeah, I'm right here.
Left.
Same spot I've always been, Dane.
And yeah, you're in the same spot, but for some reason it
years.
feels flipped. Anyway, I got Anthony Fisher over here, and I'm Dane Hennett. So
Thanks
it's nice to meet
Free
you.
of the crystal ball.
If you
It's
were
crazy.
new,
Yeah.
he's escaped the crystal ball. He is now here, with us at the table. We appreciate that.
Yeah. No, thank you. It turns out that, not only are boxes scary, but crystal balls are scary as well.
Well, you look
right?
like you were having a fun time
You just
in there.
you never know what you're going to get sucked into, right? And
that's the problem.
so
Get a little crazy.
Always happens.
Happens at the bottom of the community pool, right next to the drain.
Yeah.
Happens in a crystal ball. Happens in a small picture film.
Yeah.
Based with a box. I mean, you never really know.
All
but
kinds of things can happen.
yeah, no, I got hit with a little some kind of like bronchitis kind of thing going on for a couple days. Wasn't fun.
No,
but I'm
doesn't sound like it.
feeling more like myself and feeling energized and ready.
Ooh.
For this Thursday's Q&A, also known as what, Friday Eve?
Friday Eve.
That it is.
That
It really
time
is.
already.
Dun, dun, dun.
So before we jump into some housekeeping, because I'm sure people are enjoying the spooky vibes and all of that, I do see we have a box here. Is this for us to consume?
It's for us to open
Consume,
during
to
this
eat.
episay. I don't know if it's food.
Eating this.
Not sure. I have no idea what it is.
I was in a crystal ball for close to like 4 days, so I'm very
Yeah.
hungry.
We did
Doesn't
have a
time
gentleman
move differently in
We
there?
did have a gentleman drop by.
Yes.
6, 7, 12
did.
packs
Dan
of Waterloo.
Dan helped us out.
Mr. Smith there.
Dan
I
Smith
couldn't believe
on
it.
his way up from Colorado.
Seriously.
He was
Thank you.
he was just jamming those podcasts as he was driving through the states. He stopped in Idaho while he was still listening to our show.
He listened
and then
to us after
goes,
listening to
"Ah,
us,
I
and
pick
then
up some
proceeded to
Waterloo.
listen to us.
I'm going to go
some more
swing
later.
by the rag company." He dropped off all the Waterloo
That was
for us.
super
Took a little
awesome.
tour,
Yeah.
bought a couple
Delicious.
products. So Dan, I hope you enjoy your drive to Oregon. Hope it's safe.
He's going to Jalopy Jungle right now.
That's where, yeah. And then he went across the street. He was hitting all the spots.
He wanted to try, the
Yeah.
things.
He
The
wanted to
things
do
that
all
we
the
do. He
things we
wanted to
do.
try them, and we're like,
Super
well,
cool.
here's a few choice
So-
spots.
Very
Super
good.
cool.
So we'll open this here in just a minute, but I
Yeah.
guess to touch up on a couple things. So obviously, you guys have
Oh, that is
seen.
delightful. That's my first sip of
Isn't that very
Waterloo.
good? So you guys have obviously seen a sneak peek, or maybe many of you have seen a sneak peek
On
of
Tuesday.
our video on Tuesday, right? On the main show podcast. But next week is the start of the festivities.
Monday.
Monday. It's gonna be running from Monday through Friday. Our official Halloween
week.
sale, and now that.
But we got a big week next week.
And now that I guess they've seen what kind of the special things are coming, we can actually now kind of talk about that here on Thursday. So, 20% off almost everything.
Yep.
Very scary.
Very scary.
Terrifying, honestly, right?
a lot of money
Considering
off.
we have a lot of new products that
Yeah.
that 20% will be valid on. And then on top of that, there's something very mysterious. It has something to do with maybe a box or a bag
Yeah.
or
hopefully a box that you don't get sucked into.
hopefully a box that you don't get sucked into. So we're going to be having a variety of mystery boxes available for our customers at ragcompany.com.
Yes.
These are boxes that I personally curated and went through to say, what would people really feel special opening,
What would
right?
you
Yeah, right.
actually want? Like, you open it up and you go, wow, I didn't know what I was going to get, but I sure am glad I got
Pretty excited
this.
about
Now,
it.
obviously, I'm taking a lot of a chance here, a risk here, because if you open it and hate it, then you're just going to come after me.
Right.
Sure.
Anthony's the one that did all
there.
of this. We
Right
challenged him
there.
to create the best mystery box in the world. We had nothing. Dane and I had nothing to do with it.
Right.
It's all
he
Anthony.
claims he did it,
it's
so
gonna
we're
be
inclined to
like-
trust him. But if
gonna
it's
be-
not right, you know who to talk
It's
to.
going to be like the Salem
Just
witch
kidding.
trials. They're going to
Just
come after
kidding.
me with pitchforks
They
and
won't.
torches.
They won't. They'll
I don't
land.
think they'll burn you.
We'll be here to help out.
They-
Don't
They
worry.
can't burn me if I'm in the crystal ball, Dane.
That's right.
That
right. It's a
there or
protective shell.
or somewhere in a
Snap.
box,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
right.
Who knows? But I'm really excited about the variety of these boxes. And so if you order 1, 2, 3, or 4, I promise you're going to have variety in every single one of them.
And because
as
it's-
there are going to be 4 varieties.
And
that
it's
you can get total.
and because it's going to be Halloween.
Yeah.
And it's a Halloween sale.
Yes.
Not only do we have a shirt, we have a sticker, but then
Sticker's cool.
we're going to be putting little trick or treats. You come trick or treating to the Rag Company by buying products.
Well, it's actually mostly treats.
You're going to get
Yeah.
some treats.
You're gonna get a little.
It's just like let's say
We're not gonna trick you.
Anthony, what are you guys giving out at your house when kids come trick or treating? What are you gonna plan?
I don't know because I'm not gonna be here, Levi. I'm gonna be at SEMA.
I know, but what is Katie gonna? What do you think? What is she gonna be setting up?
She's
Maybe
going
some
to be
fun-size Snickers,
giving out
full-size candy bars.
No, actually, I think she went a little different this year. She went with more of like the fun, like the Warheads and things like that, like the Sour Patch Kids, the trolley gummy worms, like the fun stuff, right?
Yeah.
I figured kids get enough chocolate and they also get enough butterscotch and they get enough. I went
plenty of
I remember
places
going to a
for
house recently. I can't remember what it was. They were handing out not Andy's mints, but like the
Wait,
just
Yorks?
No,
Like,
just
a big old patty.
Just no, it's the little peppermint circles. It's the
Are
red and white.
Were they handing hotel mints
Yeah,
out
the
like these
peppermint, the little
houses?
white and green ones, with the pinwheels.
I think they might have been stopping at hotels, not
That's
houses.
hilarious.
Those
They're
are a
getting those
letdown.
peppermint.
Yeah, they
man.
are.
Imagine going to a house and they go, "Hey, here's
Dane,
one of those."
for those kids
Dang
that
it.
trek all the way to the top of the house on Hennon Hill,
Yeah.
what would they potentially receive if they make it all the way up?
Jordan almonds.
You trekked up my...
Danes.
No.
Danes.
Here's what I'd say. You trekked up my driveway. It's quite a journey. Here at the summit, there
yeah.
are many hungry travelers.
Yeah.
Here is some trail mix. It's got M&Ms in it. That's the candy.
Dean, that's
Everything
what I'm
else,
saying.
you just get nuts.
Jordan almonds are the answer because it's a true candy shell that will break your teeth.
Yeah.
Right?
Here's some Kirkland cashews. Enjoy.
Those are soft and delicious.
At my
I know.
house, we would keep a little bucket out there, and we would fill it because my children go trick or treating in other neighborhoods,
Yeah.
and so we keep a little bucket out for those that do venture
Yeah.
to the Harmony Hut, and there's usually Reese's peanut butter cups and Kit
That's
Kats.
nice.
That's what we do. Why?
I love both.
Because
those.
that's what we're gonna eat.
Yeah.
So we'll just keep those.
Well,
Like,
because
there's-
you have
there's-
leftovers.
Right.
You're not mad about it.
Yeah, and if they're
So.
gone, hey, they're gone. Cool.
Yeah.
Some kid got a great bag full of our candy. So
Can't go wrong
that's
there.
the kind of stuff. So basically, Rag Company, we're gonna be throwing in a treat.
Something green and
yeah.
something mean.
There you
Whoa.
go.
Right, something like that. So,
But the T-shirts are going to be available. Stickers are going to be available.
quick note on the T-shirts.
Yeah.
The T-shirts you are seeing us wearing right now are the
trial
are-
version.
They're the cruise T-shirts. These are for the team members of the Rag Company. I will say that the shirts that will be available, they will look similar, but
They'll look cooler.
way cooler. I mean,
Yeah.
like significantly cooler. You'll feel like a true Ghostbuster. We really want you to be part of the
Yeah.
team, and there's unfortunately no more room in Dane's flex, but maybe you guys can build a rig of your own.
Man.
Poor Dane.
Just do what you
never
you
know.
can, guys. You never know. One
You
day
never
somebody
know.
might just back into your car and ruin your whole life.
Yeah, or you may have your daily
So,
driver
Anthony?
disassembled and.
2 days after somebody backs into your other car, and now you're out both cars.
Okay, so here we go.
But that's a crazy coincidence. That would never happen.
Read what
KCX
it says on the side. Let them
says,
see.
Open on live. So this is sent from our friends over at KCX North America.
Okay.
We love those guys over there, and we never know what they're up to. Actually, we do know what they're up to, and they're always up to a lot. And let's just say we're really excited about these upcoming months with
Yeah.
Coach. So slice this bad boy open here.
Oh, you missed
my
the sides. You got to get the
Oh,
sides.
sorry.
Yeah, this is
sorry.
a,
I just got back from being,
This has a
on my deathbed here for a couple
slide
days, so I have to
it.
remember how to use a knife again.
Careful how you're pointing that.
Yeah,
thing.
that knife, the drifter, is a little dull.
It is a little dull.
Yeah, which means he's going to put his elbow
That's
into
my-
it, which means it's going to come flying out.
That's my Jack
Loses-
Reacher knife. They call it the
loses
drifter.
texture.
It's like things can't get any worse for
I was
me.
like, I won't be surprised if I end up leaving this live having been stabbed by you
Oh,
by
what does it say?
accident.
it is something you can
Do not eat alone.
Do not eat alone. I freaking told
You
you.
asked. You go, can I eat this? And I said, I have no idea what's in there.
We thought it was going to be like a product, maybe,
Yeah.
or
And
something.
in that crystal ball, and I am dying. So what?
Okay.
What
So,
exactly?
yeah, let's see.
What-
Justin was asking numbers. Of who
Oh
could eat.
no!
Oh my god!
Way, dude! Look at that. A
Oh.
sweet treat
Oh,
for us three.
that is
That is
Yeah.
way
That
too
is
cool.
a cookie.
He asked how many were there, and
a square
told him
cookie.
how many there were in the building. He goes, "Oh, I don't have enough for that. I only have 3 for you." And I said, "Oh, I don't know what it is."
Should
Oh.
I gotta take a bite. You
Go
gonna take a
for
bite?
it. Yeah. Let's see
I
what
Is
we
this
got.
going to be one of the, as much as I love KCX, is this going to be one of those situations where you bite into it and go,
Like a delicious-
I liked it better how it looked versus how it
delicious
tasted?
sugar cookie?
So what this looks like is one of those really fancy. It's a fancy
Ooh, I
like
can
like
smell
a
it, though.
like
That
a wedding
smells like
cookie.
a good sugar
You know where they say, "Oh, here's the wedding cookies that you ordered," and you go, "Oh, those are really good looking."
Those are-
Yeah,
Do
no,
they
it's good.
taste good?
Yeah.
It tastes like a sugar cookie.
It's a whole lot of fondant. Huh?
I'm about it.
Yeah.
It's cakey.
I was worried with how hard they were, but actually, when you bite into them, they soften up. That's good.
These actually kind of look better with a bite in them.
Yeah.
That does look kind of cool.
Yeah.
All right, so getting back on track, let's go ahead
Good job,
and jump.
KCX.
Oh, so next week,
into, oh, what?
this part of housekeeping, you guys, we got a busy week
Yes.
planned next
Yeah.
week. So, number 1, the sale, all week long. Take advantage of it. Set your alarms for Monday morning so you can get those shirts before they're gone.
Yeah.
Number 1 thing. Second, we've got Justin Pate in the house.
Yep.
Of the Rap
Thursday,
Institute?
Friday, teaching a rap class.
No way.
There's still I think there's still a couple spots available. If you want to sign up, please sign up today. Go to AveryDennison.com or just type in Google Avery Rap Training, and you'll see the links to get there, and then you'll find the calendar at Sates, Boise, Idaho. If you want to join us, please come enjoy the class. Third thing, October 21st, that's Saturday,
Yeah.
we are hosting an open house.
Yeah.
Whoa.
The
That's
Rag
good
Company
stuff.
factory store in
yeah.
conjunction with MVP Detail Supply. The new MVP Detail Supply store is available.
This will be the first
Is there going to be a
time-
costume competition?
There could be. If you're going to wear it, maybe we see who else wants to wear it. But
I
the
don't know.
store-
I don't know if I'll be there, but I
we're gonna
mean,
have
I
some- There's going to
definitely
be like maybe a food truck. There's
Okay.
going to be some cars.
I might be
We're going to
there
have
then.
a good time. So
I want to stress to the audience, if you're somebody who had heard stories or seen old videos like we had those old episodes, What's in Store, and Levi walk around our storefront and like grab a product, start talking about it. I kind of miss those. Those were good.
We
by
can
the
do
way.
'em again,
We can,
over
so we
there.
can start them again.
What?
This is he said we can do them again.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I understand cookie
Yeah.
mouth. Anyway, the thing I wanted to stress to you is this has not been available to our customers
Since pre-COVID.
for the better part of 4 years. Like 3+ years have gone by where people have not been able to set foot in the building and actually chat, with somebody who knows what they're talking about, can look at the products, go through that whole thing, and now that opportunity will be available again. I cannot stress how important, how awesome of an experience this will be if you haven't been able to do it before.
yeah. So
Or if you just missed it.
huge deal, October 21st, happening here at the Rag Company
Yes.
at the new storefront. Come check it out. Come say hi.
Do you know what kind of food truck there's going to be?
No idea.
Is it going to be a hot dog food truck?
I don't know. We should
'Cause
go over and
maybe
talk and find out.
You start cooking up some sloppy Joe mix out of the back of the Suburban,
I can do
and
that.
we just try to intrude on the,
Yeah.
on the mix and just say,
Yeah, they're
hey,
like, sir, you don't have a license to do that. And
Yeah,
I go,
and you're-
these
you don't
are
know-
friends and
You're
family.
like, I have a driver's license. It's good
Yeah.
enough.
sir, we don't know how
Just
sanitary
hand the
this
note
is.
that says, I know more than you.
Yeah.
Like,
Sir, this says it says Glizzwagon.
Yeah.
on the side.
Telling you, dude, slop dogs would go hard on a grand opening
I
like
know,
that.
it'd be pretty insane.
They really
so,
would.
we have that happening on Saturday the 21st, and then Friday the 20th. So we got a lot happening.
Yeah.
Global SV for the IDA. We are going to be hosting SV testing here at the Rag Company on the 20th
wow.
in the new building, in the new store.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
come and get SV'd on the 20th. Myself and Tom Smith are going to be the RITs hosting that event. So if you've been wanting to get SV'd or you're nearby or you want to spend the time and maybe you want to make a weekend of it, maybe you want to come up
Sure.
for Friday, check out the bit of the store and then come in on Saturday for the grand opening. Come on down. We're going to be doing it. Love to have everybody come down and check it out. And then on top of that,
Yeah.
the 19th, 20th, 21st, 22nd, all those days, Rag Company Australia is coming to visit and is going to be in the house.
This is a very busy week.
Yes, Mark
Next
Perch
week.
will be here as
Okay.
well. So
amazing, yeah.
We'll have he'll be here for the grand opening.
Yep.
He'll be here for all that stuff. So big weekend, and then we take a week off. Well, we come back to work,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and we have a light week and then we go to SEMA.
Yeah, no, it's
So
light
next
in
week
name
is
only.
jam-packed. So just a couple things. Sale, Australia visit, Global SV, Avery Rap class, store grand opening. All happening next week.
Busy.
It's all right. Now let's kick it off.
All right, and on that note, let's bring up the questions, please. Starting with Dorito 100. Newbie here. What steps needed to clean inside a 2019 Subaru with a leather interior? What should I use on the seats, doors, and console? Concerned about ruining leather seats, interior only dusted in the past. So he hasn't really used any liquid products on it.
Well, there's a lot of great products that we carry at the Rag Company that are safe for leather, but there's also small kits that you can pick up, like the Color Lock new leather kit, the leather conditioning kit that come with a brush, a sponge, a cloth, and cleaner and protectant. So you can pick either one of those up. One comes with a sealant, one comes with the protection, with the conditioner, and just clean your seats that way. And that way you know they're always protected and taken care of, and you're using the best of the best.
And if you're wondering, about Color Lock, since you say you're new, just to stress it here, Color Lock, I would argue, are the foremost experts when it comes to leather care
Agreed.
in the detailing space. So you
In
can
the
trust
automotive
those
space,
products
period.
to be safe on your vehicle.
Yeah. And then Stillies saying, hey guys, what towels are 365s? Miners? Yes.
Whoa.
Froze.
That's weird. Froze up.
There we go.
And then Larry Singleton just saying, afternoon TRC fans. Popped in there.
Yeah.
Saw it got caught.
Everything's going nice and slow here.
I had a small intrusive thought here.
Oh, no.
You remember the box that said "Do not eat alone"?
Yeah.
Right. What if what if these were like a special cookie?
Oh, no. They
They
just
wouldn't
wanted
do
to
that.
see it all
They
go
wouldn't
down
do
at
that
once.
to us during the
They-
live.
They wouldn't, but
no.
how hilarious would
That
that
would
have
be
been?
pretty funny.
Well, why did they say "Do not eat alone"? Do you guys feel a little weird? Right? I think I'm feeling a little weird. No, delicious cookie. Yeah, it's very, very
And
good.
then Dino going, hello, and welcome to TRC Q&A. I am your viewer, Dino, and wish you all a nice, awesome, happy Friday Eve.
Dino, I'm always happy to see
Thank you, Dino. We
Glad to
appreciate
have you
it, brother.
here. All right. That's a
and
smile.
Dino asking, how are you guys? We're good. Like you just heard, a busy week coming up next week. So we're enjoying our cookies and some Waterloo. What a snack. What an afternoon treat.
This is
So
an afternoon
when
treat.
I-
Great for weight loss as well.
Yes.
When I hit these comments, it's weird. It'll get stuck mid-wipe on the transition. I'm not sure what the deal is with that. But
Well,
here's Alex.
Grand Ambassador of the Year, Alex Dewar, saying, happy Friday Eve, TRC family. Really enjoyed the Ultra Air Blaster. The spray applicator is phenomenal. Great for honeycomb grills. It makes dressing tires so fast. Appreciate the innovation.
Alex,
Heck yeah.
glad you
Very
love
welcome,
it, dude.
Alex.
That's the way it should be used.
Jorge Acosta saying, what's up, peeps?
Hey,
What's
hey.
up, man? And Ron Ayotte, hello from Athens, Greece. Heading
Oh my
home.
gosh.
tomorrow.
Wow, you are
Look at
far
Ron,
from home.
Ron,
tuning
Ron.
in during
Enjoy.
his vacation.
Yeah.
That's got to be nice.
That's dedication. right
Enjoy the history.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to go to Greece to
You did? Yeah.
go visit and check things out. However, I know that can be very touristy, right?
Yeah.
I believe in certain areas it just kind of Rome.
Mike
Well,
and Diamond
whatnot.
Protech has a house over there.
like
It's a
what's
vacation that we bought
what's
with a bunch of
there.
friends.
But in recent years, it was also politically very unstable and things were going on
yeah.
there, and it was a little sketchy at times.
Dang, everything on the other.
There was
I'm
a
just-
little
I'm
rough
not
stuff
gonna-
going on. The
Yeah, there's
economy's
there's
having a
things
hard
going
time.
on
Lots
everywhere.
of stuff going
All right.
on. Yeah.
Lakes Country's detailer. Lakes Country detailer says, "Where can I go to get certified training to install the Diamond Protect professional coating?"
Well, one first spot is diamondprotect.com. You can go there and you can sign up for the online training. The other thing is you can reach out to Matt Ward at matt.ward@diamondprotect.com or to Tyler Cucci, tyler.cucci at diamondprotect.com, and reach out to them. They are hosting trainings all over the country, and you get enough people to do it, they'd be more than happy to come over there and teach and show you guys how to do it in-house. But yeah, those are your three places you can go. They are starting to set up some dealers. So the goal is that some of the dealers will become pro teachers and installers. So
Correct, yeah.
folks
Good.
like Budco and Long Island Detail Supply are looking to become those kind of spaces so that detailers can go there and learn and be able to get certified. So
Okay.
future stuff, but coming.
Yeah.
Franco, sup, everybody? Anyone in the chat have opinions of PPF on headlights? Is it worth it?
Always until the day you die, Franco.
I
Put
have a
PPF
Jaguar outside that had PPF on the headlights.
And you know what? It got backed into, and the lenses are in fantastic shape.
Mm-hmm.
It just broke everything else.
It just broke everything else.
Everything else is broken, but not the lenses.
Where the PPF is.
Where the PPF is.
Or rather, they're cracked on other sides of the housing, but not the front where the PPF is. The PPF got scuffed, and underneath, it looked mostly okay.
100%. PPF, if you ever have a new set of headlights or you've restored a set of headlights and you either have the skills to PPF it yourself or you know somebody that can do it for you, I would always recommend doing it because, it'll protect them and it'll keep them from oxidizing. And at the end of the day, you always just rip that PPF off, put a new piece on, and they're back to looking new again. Rune Jensen.
Hey, Rune.
Says, hi, guys. First Pro 3 install went smooth. Amazing shine and gloss. Hyper Compound Revision 5. Try it, and you are sold. Amazing cutting and finishing ability. Very cool.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Rune.
That's awesome, man.
And then
Thanks,
Steven replying to Lakes Country Detailer saying the sign-up form is on the U.S. homepage, then /pages/professional program.
Yeah,
So there you go.
for anybody else who's wondering.
Then Ulysses, Masters of the Shine Detailing, saying, yo, 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 good afternoon, everyone. What's up, man? How are you? Then David Cervantes, what's up, guys? What's up, David? How are
Got
you?
a lot of hellos here.
Dear TR saying, what's up, TRC
Hey, dear.
crew? What's up, man? And again, Umberto. Hello, TRC
Always
team.
Umberto.
And Hans with the Abend, and welcome to the new Nut Bustin' and Eye Squintin' Detailing channel.
Oh, my.
And Ron,
I love this.
are you guys in a haunted recycling center? Yes, we are.
Feels
like
like
that.
We're inside of a box, but it honestly kind of just looks like a bunch of trash.
Well, we are. We're broadcasting from our new home, a cardboard box.
You know, if
Yeah.
the water level is like up to here, one of us is dressed like Princess Leia, another like Luke, and then had a Wookiee with it. We would look like we were in the trash compactor in
Yeah.
Star Wars.
Yeah. Very wet, too.
Here we go, Stefan.
Evening, gents. Only T-shirts? I was expecting overalls. I know. We thought about
yeah.
it, but
We didn't want to sit through the entire thing burning up in those suits.
I would have been
They're
warm.
hot.
That would have been nice. Dane was hot.
Okay,
You might-
one of us would be burning up in there.
You might be able to get us the Thursday before we leave for Halloween.
That's true, because I think we'll take those suits with us just for fun.
Dane, there's no
Yeah.
way.
Dane's wearing his to dinner.
Are you wearing yours to dinner at SEMA?
I mean, I'm not saying that.
It actually might be
He
a
might
good
not be
idea.
wearing anything else because he's
Well-
trying to stay cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I might install a fan in there. There's a lot of room in those.
Dane,
things.
we're going on a long walk after this. You gonna be comfortable?
Oh, don't worry, guys. I'm swimming.
Yeah.
It's like I painted everything inside with Gold Bond.
Literally, not a piece of this fabric touches my body.
Yeah.
It doesn't have a fine.
There's a barrier everywhere.
A barrier of Gold Bond.
And on that note, Rune, have a great weekend. Off to bed since it's late here in Denmark. Try that Revision 5, guys, together with Hyper Polish Just Wow. Rune, thank you for sharing.
Thank you, Rune. We appreciate it,
that.
man.
And yes, we are Hyper Polish fans, and a Hyper Compound with the Revision sounds like it could be fun.
So we have a lot of highs here. We do have a
Darren
Yes.
Lee saying Happy Friday Eve. Intro
Friday
music was
Eve.
sweet.
And we have happy birthday
Whoa.
to Super Auto.
What's
2K.
up, man?
Happy birthday, man.
Happy birthday.
And give him some claps.
Yes,
for
that
one.
deserves a clap. Okay, so for
being
everybody
sing or
wondering,
something.
we clap for super chats, we clap for birthdays. Is there anything else we should clap for?
Well, we were clapping when they were
Like
buying air
new
tools.
car
That's true. When they were buying air
purchases,
tools and they
or
told us that they
jobs,
bought the air
yeah.
tool and they could confirm it, then that got a
Promotions.
clap.
Children's birth.
purchases based
Okay.
off of things that we've recommended outside of TRC products,
Okay.
RVs.
Well, like, yeah, Super Auto has
Bicycles.
benefited from not only my expertise in Bishes, but your expertise at Dick's.
yeah, dude, we keep it covered.
Dicks and Bishes.
Dicks and Bishes, man,
Yeah,
all
I
day
just need a
long.
little ampersand sign on my hat.
We got Jamie the Cleaner that says, here for the festivities. Nice to see that we've had
Lots of
a couple
festivities.
Grandbusters in the house, especially
Yes.
Grandbuster Showdown.
Yeah, especially one to be popping in
contestant.
so soon that is normally so late.
That is true. It's nice to
Comment.
see him. Nice to see him come early. Am I right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Level Best says, good afternoon, TRC gang. I'm loving the look of these new air tools. Is there any way I can make the Ultra Air Engine Blaster on a small 20-liter tank? Please say yes. 20 liters.
A 20-liter tank. Ouch. That's
Oh.
a small amount.
I don't-
You can
It's
use it,
possible.
but it's just going to drink so much air. so much. Your tank's going to be emptied so
it's going
fast.
to drink the same amount of air as technically other tools. It's just you need that higher.
You need to go longer.
You need that higher capacity because you're going to be spraying for longer. You have to spray.
It's
that
more
thing for
effective
longer.
as long as it has the flow.
That gun is not the
capacity.
same working in short spurts as it is in a much longer run, to where you can actually really move the dirt and move the grime out of an engine bay.
Well, and part of the reason we say the minimums that we do doesn't mean it's not possible to use something smaller than that. It's just that's the smallest that we think you'd be comfortable using it at, because once you go below that threshold, then you run into having to wait.
Well, it just shows that you're going to
stopping,
empty it
taking a break.
faster. Like you may get.
It's just you're going to run out faster.
You might
if you're a quick
run
worker,
out,
maybe you're
you
all
might
right.
use it for 30 seconds and then you're out of air.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
So then you got to wait for it to fill up, and it may take 5 minutes for that tank to fully fill again, and you get another 30-second purge. That's the only issue we run into with a small tank. So we do recommend, even if you have to modify or grab a tank, there's
up.
I was talking to a lot of folks. That's where a sister tank comes in handy. Especially, it's a much cheaper option for those than going to buy another bigger air compressor. We have tool facilities like in the U.S. we have like Harbor Freight, a cheaper version, but they make tanks that you can buy and you can put fittings on for air tools. So you can fill up. When I was a teenager, I wanted to have an air compressor or something that I could fill up a car tire at the time, but they didn't make that stuff yet.
Right.
So what I did was I went down to Harbor Freight and I got a 5-gallon air tank. It looked like a propane tank.
Yeah.
I put on a couple fittings from Home Depot, walked out to my dad's Monster air compressor, fired that thing up, filled that tank up till it was full. I put a little gauge on it and watched it fill. And then I would unplug it, and I would keep that in the back. I had it strapped in the back of my Oldsmobile, this one.
Yeah.
So if I ever had a flat tire or a slow leak,
You'd be ready.
I had a tank with a hose that I could at least dump 5 gallons of air in.
Sure.
But it was that same procedure. Now that's what I do is I have multiple tanks. And I was looking online. There's an old World War II bomber tank, air tank for buoyancy.
Holy cow.
And the guy was selling it for $100.
Oh.
And it had air fittings on it already.
Cool deal.
That's
so you could
really
hang
cool.
that on you could have that. And you got a cool old piece of equipment, but it's purposeful. It's using the...
That sounds
it's
like the
holding air.
Levi move.
But there's cool stuff like that you can find to create a sister tank to just get yourself more air. So it's much cheaper than buying another air compressor. That's all. So just think about that.
All right.
Eurospec says, happy Thursday. If we place an order now for O&R V5, will the bottles be the new label? Yes. Correct. Yes, they will. Hans Klosen, mystery box with a sticker of the month membership with international shipping. Hans.
You're adorable.
We
sticker maybe.
Fortunately,
Yeah.
I think the rules are about the same as they
That's because it's got
always
chemicals
are.
in it.
They haven't changed.
Yeah.
Mystery boxes
unfortunately.
do have chemicals in them.
does have
Yeah.
chemicals.
So it's a.
Humberto says, would those treats be sugar-free?
No, they are not.
Those are
No,
literally sugar cookies. I
taste
doubt
it.
they are sugar.
Can you
Oh,
taste that?
Yeah, I taste that sugar.
coating
I
your
could
mouth?
I could taste sugar, for sure. But it was pretty good. I gotta say, as someone who hasn't had sugar
Yeah.
in a while, that was a little kick in the old taste buds. Mark Stone, hello, gentlemen. Man, Dane, that makes me sick to my stomach about your car. I hope you're able to get it fixed up as good as it was, and you are happy when it is finished. I can only hope. I have no idea what the future holds at this point. It's a real mystery. Mystery box is mystery. But not to make it all about me. It was just one of those things that I figured I'd share because you guys, hear us talk about our cars all the time, and it was really a bummer. So anyway, when I have something more to report, right now it's just a holding pattern. So we'll know more maybe in another few months.
We'll see. Jorge saying hand orange covering eyes.
Yep.
I don't know what that means. Dabbler, I'm here for the second week in a row, a new record. All right. Oh, and Super Auto,
Yeah.
sorry. Levi should have the camper there and dress up as Cousin Eddie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could do that. That'd be something.
Crapper's full. Except it's not crapper. It's something else.
Yeah.
But Anthony's still using it.
Yeah.
Dabbler, I'm just happy you're here, bud.
It's just pouring out the sun. Levi, did you cap that off? No.
Larry saying,
Snow
what's
went to the
up?
parking lot.
Welcome, Larry Singleton. Shirt's looking good, says Demo. And then what do we got up
Thank
here?
you, Demo. Sam Taylor, what's up, detailing fam? Rainy day from South Carolina here, but thanks to O&R, I was able to detail from the garage.
Attaboy.
So, fun fact, Dane is actually going to be whipping up a batch of warm O&R, and he's going to be washing his car, his third car, out there in the parking lot,
So
just because it's
dirty.
to get those vibes. I saw it when I walked in. I was like, jeez.
So it sits under the deck, so
carport,
it gets the
yeah.
drippings of the rain going through the deck.
like
dripping.
like the drippings, like from your
Like a
rotisserie
turkey
chicken.
tray.
It's right under the barbecue.
It's what it
It's where
is.
the barbecue's
That's essentially the color and consistency.
That is not where the barbecue
It is where the
Dane.
barbecue is.
Is that where the barbecue is?
What?
No.
Yeah, the barbecue's up on top there, but
Above
it's not
the
where the
car?
car is. The
Oh,
car,
thank
the car
God.
is a good 10 feet behind where that deck up there is very
The
big.
drippings. I don't think I like
That's why he said that.
No, when I say the drippings, I mostly mean just older wood. It carries a lot of stuff on
It's
it.
everything.
The water passes through.
The
stuff
rain
comes
hits
out.
the wood, and then the wood
Yeah.
drips and gets on the
Yeah,
car.
you're not just
the
getting
flavor.
You're
It's
not
the flavor.
just getting
It's
rainwater.
locked in the flavor.
It's like stoneware.
Yeah. Yeah. The Bearded Hunter saying, hey, everybody. Hope your week is doing great. Thanks, Hunter. Appreciate
Thanks,
it.
man.
And then Masters Shine saying, Royal Icing sure tastes like it. And then Larry Singleton saying, now I want a cookie. And Umberto saying, oops, there goes the diet.
I know. I've been so good.
Demo, well, Dane hasn't eaten his.
I just took a little nibble.
Dude, I just crushed it. That was a
Yeah.
good cookie.
I'm halfway through mine.
I got better the more I just kept.
I will
going.
finish it
Yeah.
today, but I'm going to wait until we're on break.
Demo saying, I'll be driving back from Houston on Monday morning. Hope they still have a shirt for me when I get home.
You oughta be
Demo,
okay.
you're just going to have to do it and hope that the internet works
Yeah.
on your drive.
Just
Masters of the
hope.
Shine. Ulysses saying, Dutch oven slop dogs.
that's
I was saying on Tuesday, I've been doing some Dutch oven education, and I'm thinking of spots to create a Dutch oven space in my backyard.
Oh man.
So you guys come over and get some hot Dutch oven cooking.
I just love all these
Or
choices.
should we call it the Netherlands?
Just all the
oven?
choices that you've made in your home. Like you have
Very
you
specific.
have the dump trailer. you have
Green bean
you have the
dump
RV. You had the Dothraki pleasure tent. Then you had the Jarls hangout.
Oh, hey, in a
And now we have the Dutch oven
And then
space.
there was a trampoline, right?
There still is a trampoline, but
Okay.
it's very dilapidated.
then there
Needs
was
to be thrown away and
there
replaced.
was
You want
the
my
pool
old
so-
above ground pool?
There was
No.
the pool solution.
There was a pool solution,
then-
multiple pool solutions.
Then there's the shed that you're restoring.
Yeah, that's not done yet.
Shed restoration
Oh,
project.
man.
And now you're like, wait, the welding, not welding.
No, I have a forge.
Yeah,
The forge, right?
Yeah, I have that too.
and then now you're looking at a Dutch oven. How many features would you say that the MOS has?
Quite a number, really, if you think about it. Quite a number. Also, picked up a smoker from across the street.
Yeah.
Organized. I smoked some hot dogs on it.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
It was pretty great.
Okay.
We tried smoking a pizza for Augie. Tasted gross.
Yeah.
He was like, "This isn't very good."
Yeah.
It's just smoke.
It was just smoke.
It's like diesel soot on your pizza.
It's just a crappy dollar pizza out of the freezer.
Oh god.
But yeah, we threw it on there just for fun.
Or as
But
Ivan calls it, the back of the bus, slobber. Mm-hmm.
I think what you guys
there's
need,
lots of great features.
you need like what's that called? Where you roast like a
Yeah,
pig on it?
rotisserie.
A rotisserie, but like one of those it's like a spit. Is it what they call it?
Yeah,
like
spit.
That. We need to get one of those back
Yeah.
there, right?
Yeah, I
Bonfire
like that.
style.
That could be good. But I have a spot next to my patio that's just dirt. Then I'm going to put some more dirt down, and I'm going to level it out, and then I'm going to dig a hole. and that's going to be my burn pit for my
Your burn
coals,
pit?
so I can put my Dutch oven in there and
So-
around it.
Have you ever Dutch ovened anything?
Just my wife.
Oh my god.
God, there it is.
Okay. Have you
we
ever?
are children.
But no, I've never
Like-
made a Dutch oven dish. I've always just farted and then put the covers over.
My god.
Oh, okay.
That's hilarious.
I'll come
Wait,
to
wait,
SV
wait.
if Dane
Hold
promises
on.
me a drive in the
I
Jag.
want to just bring up a core memory here, right?
Yeah.
I mean, neighbors as a child, right?
Oh no, this is gonna be another Dutch oven thing, isn't
No,
it?
no. My neighbors growing up as a child, they were German Baptists, nicest people I've ever met in my entire life, and they cooked everything, right? They made everything from scratch. There was
Okay.
one thing that they bought basic ingredients from the store, and
Is that different from Mexican Baptists? Because I got a bunch of Mexican Baptists on my side.
I'm not really sure.
I'm sure
Actually,
someone in the
I don't
comments will let us
know,
know.
and I also don't think I know enough to really talk about it.
Yeah.
Right. I just remember they would always say, "Hey, we were German Baptists," and that's
Okay.
what they did. And so they cooked everything from scratch. they Dutch oven things all the time, right? I don't think they did Dutch oven each other,
Okay.
Right.
but they made like a apple cobbler,
Yeah.
like an apple, they did peach cobblers.
I've been looking at those
in
recipes.
in these Dutch ovens. I remember that to this day, how insane that was. I can't. It was so much flavor that I couldn't even like comprehend what I was eating.
Yeah.
Proper
right?
cobbler is next level.
And then they told me that they don't ever clean that
Yeah, you
cast
don't
iron
clean
thing.
the cast iron.
That's-
You wash
they,
it,
They had
but
their,
you get it wet. You
but
scrape it out.
their
That's
Dutch
it.
ovens that they used, they had specific ones. Like this is our cobbler Dutch oven, right?
Yeah, they make
This
them in different
only
sizes.
Has our sweets that we put in it, right? Because they don't want to like, throw.
you got your
meat
sweet and you
in
got your
this
savory. You don't want to
and all that stuff. So they would make that, and I remember that they made stews and things like that. Incredible, it's full flavor, so good, so delicious, and
I can't wait to be one of those neighbors someday where neighbors are speaking about me 30 years from now, going, "We had this old guy."
They would bring
who
us
used
a
to
full
make these
thing. Like
delicious
I'd
things."
say, like, what did you guys not take any of this? No, we made this.
They made
for
yeah.
you. And I go, how long did this take? Oh, we cooked for like 3 hours in this Dutch oven. I go, we didn't have to do that. Like that's a lot of time. My mom was always super grateful, but they constantly made food for us all the time, and
gonna feel guilty after a while.
We literally did feel guilty. We're like, hey, can we
scooch over a little tier,
can we trade you like some like snacks or sodas or anything like that? No, we can't have that. And I'm like, all right, well, teach their own, right? But you got to try that, Levi.
Yeah, no, Carly posted on her Mommy Meme Jeans account, like, we want to get into Dutch ovening. What kind of recipes? And people have been sending recipes to her.
Yeah.
Like, easy. She's like, I want them the most lazy. Like, we just pour like 4 things in, stir it up, and cook it.
Really?
Put it in the fire. That's what I want.
Yeah.
And so there are
All
people
right.
that are literally been sending
But
stuff.
don't they have? But can't you just do that in a crock pot? Isn't it?
Yeah, it's basically the same thing, but the difference is you're doing it out on a fire.
I know, but what's the other biggest difference?
That's it.
Isn't a Dutch oven more work though?
Some say
Potentially.
no, because you're already out there and you got the fire going.
Well, my wife said she couldn't. Cause she wanted to get into crock potting, right? Everybody told her you can't ruin anything in a crock pot, right?
You can't.
She literally burned an entire crock pot full of some type of like a
no.
teriyaki chicken and pineapple thing that she did.
Yeah.
Burned
Oh,
it. Burned it to a crisp. I didn't even know how
done that
Heat
recipe.
too high for that long.
there's only 2 settings.
I know.
It's low and high.
She should have kept it on low
I got
and
an
slow,
Instapot.
baby.
That thing you need like a friggin' rocket science degree to figure out some of that stuff.
Carly makes a couple things in the Instapot that are ridiculously delicious.
It is
Really?
insanely
Amazing.
quick at making virtually anything.
Anyway, Dino. We didn't read Dino's.
I was just saying, Dino's I read while you guys were Dutch ovening
Okay.
each other.
Ulysses, what could I remove Diamond Protect Quick Body with to apply coating? Thinking a quick polish should be enough, but I just wanted to make sure. Yeah, specifically quick body, polishes should be just fine. Franco saying Umberto. And then Andy saying, in an episode in the past, y'all spoke about a tractor detailer
Yeah.
making big bucks on a combine, and I'm wanting to approach my local tractor dealers and was wondering if y'all could put me in contact with him. Spencer.
Spencer
He posts in our
Mattern?
Facebook group.
Yeah,
Right?
Spencer Mattern, I think. Matern.
God, I hope we're getting
Anyway,
names right.
Andy, go
Spencer
into the
mentioned
put that post up
Starts
in
with an
the
M. I'm sorry.
and Andy, just go into the Rag Company podcast discussion group on Facebook. Put that post up there, and
Yeah.
it's Spencer that is the one that is doing all that, and hopefully he can help you. So Spencer, if you're watching or listening right now, he's right there, right above.
All right.
Are you
Yeah,
sure?
Mason.
I think
See,
that's Spencer
that's
above, right
it.
up the next one up there, Spencer
Yeah.
Mason.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Tractor
yeah,
Throw,
yeah.
we got a guy
Not
here.
Mattern. Not Mattern.
See, I
Mation.
told you it's like
Mation.
Mation kind of thing.
Yeah,
It sounded
so-
like a German name or
Mission
something.
Impossible.
Yeah,
Am I right?
Mission Impossible. So
He's
yeah,
right
there you go. Spencer, reach out to Andy. You guys find each other on the Facebook group, on the podcast discussion group, please.
You guys
Put a
connect.
missed
Connect.
connections post out
Yeah.
there. We'll make it happen.
Cool.
So Spencer saying tractor ceramic coating guy here, doing a 2021 Peterbilt 379 today, but then doing 5 tractors next week. I swear I've polished more single stage in the last 6 months than most will in a lifetime. I don't doubt that, brother. Franco says, sorry, driving. Sup,
Whoa.
everybody? What's up,
Hey,
dude?
hey.
And then Dave Detail saying,
Oh, right. We already did this one.
I
Boom.
just bought myself some FTW towels for glass. Initial clean and wipe is fine, but when flipping to the dry side to buff, finding it really grabby. What am I doing wrong? What glass cleaner are you using?
Yeah,
That's
maybe.
the other thing. Sometimes the glass can be grabby on new glass, and also the glass cleaner can leave behind can have a certain amount of alcohol in it, where it actually leaves the glass grabby. So one glass cleaner that's really nice that's not grabby like that is KCX's glass cleaner. That's a really nice one.
It's very smooth, very
It's not
slick,
grabby.
yeah.
It's very slippery afterwards. And then glass from Stiarna Gloss is also like that. It's very slick.
Some that feel like they have more alcohol in them or feel
Yeah.
more grabby because they like dry up the surface really fast.
Yeah, they just clean it really well. So
Yeah,
that might be what it is, Dave, if you're not using that glass cleaner for that. So
Spencer Mission Impossible says pad companies love me.
I bet they do.
And then we got Forced Induction Drive
Hey.
in the house saying, "What's up, guys? Got out of work early and actually catching a live stream. Glad to have you,
Thank you,
Kevin."
Kevin.
So happy
Appreciate
to
it,
have you
brother.
part of this.
We got Andy says, trying to figure out pricing. I wanted to talk to him about structure he has in place that works for him. Yeah. Hit
great
him up.
idea, Andy.
Yep.
And Spencer saying, Stillies, do you mean me? Or, again, you guys get in touch with each other. So,
Yeah.
Ricardo B., what's up, gentlemen? Question, can we use KCX Motorplast in the Ultra Air Spray Applicator tool? So, yes, you can.
It is physically possible.
However, you are going to have to clean it out, and I do kind of recommend that you get you mix it with some water, but note that you can't let it sit for too long because it does create an elastomeric connection, and so it will start to bond inside the vial if you're not cleaning it out properly. So I would say yes, you can. Should you? You don't need to. You can
I
just spray it
understand
on.
why. I don't know. I think if you were to use it and then clean out the spray applicator with water, we have FAQs on it. I don't know if they're out yet,
Yeah.
if they're coming out, but a little bit of alcohol mixed with some water, really blow out the whole assembly there. I think you should be fine.
Don't give it a chance.
Yeah.
To
But I
settle.
wouldn't let it sit in there after using it.
Yeah.
We have people saying hello
Rick.
from Humberto.
Oh boy, what page are we on? We got 28 minutes there. If I hit this, further back.
Page
There we
2.
are. So we are to page 2. Okay.
Yeah.
There it is.
And Two Fresh Detail Studio says, "Hey TRC, sorry I'm late. I have some questions coming for you."
This is the right
Bring
place,
them.
my guy.
Excellent.
And then Dino says, but if you live in Austria or Germany, do not PPF headlights because you will not pass your yearly inspection or taken out of road if police notices you have something. What?
Wow.
Really? It's clear.
It's like crystal clear. Do you think they would really notice?
Well, and like when we PPF headlights, we take it like over the edge and into the crease, so there's like no visible crease on
That's
there.
interesting.
Or edge.
I did not know that was
Yeah,
a
I
rule
didn't know
there.
that. Makes sense, though. They just say, like, we can't have this on there.
It's
I could
considered
see
an
it if it's-
obstruction.
yeah,
like
I
an
could see it if it
optical
was
clarity
colored or
kinda
something.
Well,
insight.
technically, it's going to keep it from being obstructed through oxidation. So
Yeah.
it actually be
Technically,
better
you're
for
going
it.
above and beyond
Yeah.
to satisfy the needs of what their safety requirements are,
Yeah,
but they
that's
just may
weird.
not recognize that.
I think when you have a chat with our friends over there,
No.
Yeah, guys,
Super
come on.
Auto says set reminds me of the homeless guy's cardboard box from
In Living Color.
Home Living in Color.
I love that show. I used to watch it all the time.
Fire Marshal Bill.
Hans, being in a wet box. Okay, G. Davis, come on with your great one-liners. Then
God.
Too Fresh. Can I use Absolute on more than one car for the day? For example, I have 3 cars. I could use the same bucket of Absolute. Yes, you totally can do that, Too Fresh. Totally.
All right.
And then Larry Singleton, what's a super chat? I've heard it referenced, but I don't know what they are. Educate me, please, and thanks.
I'm happy to tell you about them. In a very short order, basically, on YouTube, you can send a super chat or super like or whatever things to another channel if you have like a payment system connected on the back end of your
YouTube.
channel, your account. And basically, it's just a way to show
Google.
support for people. It's like people send random amounts of money. You can look at like other big live chats, and you'll see it pop up there on live streams. But it's by no means like we're not saying you have to do it. We're not saying anybody has to do that. It's just a nice gesture if people feel like they want to share. That's it. But yeah, no, it's a thing that people can do. You can just click on the little heart button down there or the little $sign thing, and it does it from the chat box.
Yep, like all money today that's doing it through Super Chat will go to Dane's, hopefully, beer fund to make him feel better about the Jaguar that got smashed into. Anything helps.
Not true, but
That's
it's
not
very
true.
nice. I know
we
Dane would
actually
appreciate it.
use the super chat money to do fun things like the review sections with the food, that kind of stuff. We pay to have fun things happen for the folks. across the street. We
used all the super chat money last year during Thanksgiving and bought them a full Thanksgiving feast for the Packers. Then this summer we got so many super chats. We had an ice cream company come and bring ice
wheel
cream.
out a little truck. Yeah,
we bought ice cream for the whole company. So that's what we use it for.
Yeah. So in case you're wondering, it's things like that. It's not always going to specifically be those things, but it's things like that.
Or Dane's Beer Fun.
That is not true.
It's just
It used to go to buy new tires.
It's just in this. It used to go to that, but now it's just because he needs emotional repair.
Yeah,
I mean,
apparently there's nobody here certified to do emotional repair.
He's
just
lost
to do aluminum
He's lost
repair.
2 vehicle children in 1 week.
That's all he has.
It's crazy to have that happen in 4 days. I'm just still I'm in shock when I think about it. What are the odds?
Yep.
See, what's so funny? You guys know that because we have a few minutes here.
Yeah.
I was talking to Dane about this the other day. I was saying, hey, you really should buy your own third project car.
Yeah.
You guys are all making fun.
And he goes,
Dane, don't you
Anthony,
miss
I do not need a
He
third
literally
car.
said, I don't have the money for that. And then he slammed the door walking out to lunch.
Yeah. So he's like, I don't have the money for that. I don't want to buy my third car. And we're like, Dane, just something cheap, something affordable to get you from point A to point B, and something you can kind of tinker on. He goes, I already have 2 cars. I got my fast car, my fun car, and I got, my everyday car that's also fast and fun. Well, look what happened, Dane.
Yeah.
Look what happened.
Yeah.
You lost both of them.
He teased the gods.
And if you had a third Project Beater car, you'd still be at peace, in your mind.
My problem is NA Miatas are no longer $1,200 sitting in an apartment complex parking lot that I can go pick
Dane,
up with a.
There's great leasing and finance options on brand new Miatas.
No,
Dane, what do we get you into a new Mazda Miata? What's the new model?
I love the RF.
Wouldn't that be
The
great?
RF model.
Well, that'd be great, Dane. Get rid of everything.
Yeah.
Just get that.
Is the RF a driver's car?
Yes,
Is
very
it?
much so. They
really?
went back
Dane
to
is
the
a-
character of the original. I would
Dane
love
is a
one of
driver.
those.
Really?
He loves
What's the
drivers.
best?
I would
What's
love
the
that.
best color an RF comes in?
Soul Red is gorgeous on those.
Soul
Red's a
Red?
good
It is a
color.
nice color. That Mazda red
Yeah.
is amazing.
So
pretty.
Dan Digna, right, a friend of the podcast, friend
Also
of
an
the program,
ND Miata owner. Love
also
that.
an ND Miata owner. So he picked
And a
up
Land Cruiser
He
owner.
picked up
Yeah.
an RF, right?
Yeah.
Right, Dane?
I don't know if he has an RF. I didn't see his new pictures. I don't remember because.
It's a new Miata. It's just new.
Well, no, the RF is a retractable fastback. That's the hardtop one that has a power
I don't
hardtop.
know what he got. He got the new one, the new Miata.
I think he probably got the standard Roadster one, but they have a.
But is that called the RF? Is it the RF style?
No, the ND is the generation, ND1, ND2, and now there's an ND3 just coming up. But the RF is retractable fastback, it's motorized, but there's the standard Miata with the thing. You can get all the same options, though, on either car. It's just the top is
I
an
don't know.
option.
I owned
It's
a
very
I owned a
expensive
Miata
option.
for I didn't even own a Miata. I had a Miata in my possession for like 2 months, right? Went horribly wrong, right? It started great, ended horribly.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know what all the specifics are, but I know that Dan got his Miata and it's freaking sweet, dude.
I
thing
think he
had
got
like
the club
it had
edition
like
because it
Brembos
has
on
the
it.
Brembos and
It had
Recaros.
Recaro seats on it. I'm like, this is fancy, dude. Look, it's like super cool. Like a very tuner ready style car, but
I like 'em
yeah,
a
Dane.
lot.
I don't know. It's just I think that if you had your beater car, you could still be top down, wind in your hair, enjoying the day, knowing that your repair costs wouldn't be absurd or
Knowing
almost
that I could
impossible.
actually get a car repaired locally would be a nice change of pace.
Yeah.
Based on my experience now, is
How-
like
how stressful.
okay. So
How
that's
stressful is that?
exciting.
Who would have thought?
I don't know.
Anyways.
Anyway, that's
Murdy and
whole
Marm
thing.
or Rick Smith. What types of chemicals has everybody
sorry.
used
Yeah.
in their sprayers? So Rick, again, I only recommend water in
Or
your
they
sprayer.
might be talking about the spray applicator.
If I don't know, Rick, what are you talking
You think he's
about?
talking about the spray applicator?
I sure hope so. Oh, Optibond tire gel. It's the best
That's
one.
Great.
The Meridian Marmot, back from my field,
That's you.
says my car has had a hodgepodge of sealants over the years, doing a decon wash and can't seem to break through to naked paint. Foamed 3-to-1 with Power Clean, foamed an alkaline shampoo, Dwell rinse,
That sounds
and
about
then
right.
then foamed an acidic shampoo, rinse, absolute wash, then clay with iron remover, still beating like crazy.
Yeah, that's fine. So
Um,
here's the fun fact.
yeah.
Most people don't realize once you get down to naked paint, clean naked paint is going to have some hydrophobics.
Yeah, but he still.
I'm just saying,
so
like, if
have
it
I
was
seen, I didn't
corrected,
see polish on anything.
he hasn't polished anything.
No.
Now I would say if you polish it and you wipe the car with alcohol, you will still see some hydrophobics because it's clean. There's nothing to break it up. There's no dirt on the surface to stop it. So a lot of it is going to just what you've done would have gotten most of, if not all, of those sealants off.
Yeah.
And what you have is just you've got clean paint under. I'm assuming you've polished and corrected, so you're not looking for scratches or any damages or anything like that. So you're good. So whatever you want to do next, go for it. So
Yeah. There we go. Oh, it's just Umberto helping out Larry.
Saying
See the
there's a
dollar
money.
icon next to the comment field. Yes.
Dan Pfeiffer with a good afternoon and a word up from Toronto, Canada. Sliding in a few minutes late today. Happy Friday Eve, TRC gang. What's up, Dan? How are you, man?
Happy to have you here, Dan.
And then Larry saying when you press on it, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, he's just helping
Larry
him out
saying,
there.
oh, thanks. You're welcome, Larry. Hope that helps out.
Yeah.
Thank you, Umberto, for helping him. And then Justin, Mountain Town Detail, the purveyor of these delicious treats for us, says, hope you guys enjoyed the treats, crew. I shall not forget about you.
We know you. We know you're always.
forget about
we know you
you.
were talking about
We know
it.
you're always thinking about us, and we appreciate you very much.
It's very sweet.
These are
On all
delicious.
They're great snack.
I wish
feel
there
like
was
I'm
6,
cool.
so then I could have had one in each hand.
Yeah.
We could have all had one in each hand, and we could have just been like. Again, I was in a crystal ball for 3 days. You know how hungry I got?
Very
right?
hungry.
I had no stale gummies, no slop dogs. I had no wings, no berries.
Maybe
right?
next time you show up.
Yeah, especially like our Chernobyl berries, right? Or berries from Emmett, Idaho, I should say, with the radioactive dirt. I need more sustenance, when I'm in places like that.
I could see it.
So,
Yeah, I
something
get
to
it.
think about. Ramiro says, when I use the Rupes fine polishing compound with the Rupes yellow pad, it releases a lot of dust over the car. Do you know if this is normal or if I'm doing something wrong? Pad is new. So, honestly, if you're using the new Rupes fine polishing compound with the new Rupes yellow pad and you're getting a lot of dust, that's very uncommon. They actually made sure that the new fine polish from in the yellow, in the fine line shouldn't have any of those issues. So are you using perhaps an older bottle of the stuff? Or are you using the latest and greatest that says DA on the front of it? Give us a little bit more
The
information
other thing is
there.
what type of paint. There are a few paint types in which do cause fine polishing compound to dust. Mostly GM paints cause that. So they know about it. Rupes knows about it. Jason Rose has talked about it in trainings. So, but yeah, it's mostly on that type of paint.
Okie doke. Then we got LHF detailing here. Any issues with using undressed on rubber floor mats, especially those that come in Tahoes and Denali's?
I don't know. I haven't tried.
No, not at all. Just make sure you wipe it off, like with a dry rag. That's the biggest thing.
Okay.
And then I did forget to say that Mountain Town Detail, also alumnist Grand Ambassador of the Year.
Ah, yes.
Oh yeah, that's true. Sorry, we forget how many titles people have
So
here.
many people have that.
Well, some people have the title going back.
And then-
Well, I mean that is quite the title. We should probably just open with
pretty
that.
important.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
mean, more importantly than KCX,
Yeah. Grand Ambassador,
KCX might
alumnist,
disagree.
Grand Ambassador of the Year, alumnist, Mountain Town Detailing, and
friend of the rag company,
friend of the rag company,
and
also
Tundra driver,
Brooks enthusiast,
former Tundra driver,
Brooks enthusiast.
I
talked to him the other day.
resembles
Great
Jack
beard.
from Sternagloss slightly.
Yeah.
Let's just make one up. Let's say he's a gymnast.
Okay, and championship Olympic
gold
level
medalist.
gymnast
Olympic gold medalist, yes.
Possibly the most flexible person we know,
next to Dane Hennon.
next to Dane Hennon.
It's
Yes.
true.
That's true.
That guy knows how to fly.
Dane is still the only person I know that can put both legs over his head.
I
Still
don't.
the weirdest-
I'm not proud of
Weirdest
that.
And-
superpower I've ever seen. I don't know how it's going to stop bad guys. He said.
And roll around.
He turns himself into a ball.
Maybe I'm a Pokemon. I don't know. Ramiro.
Reno says, when you use fine polishing compound, we already read that one.
Oh,
King
yeah.
Haswell saying, hello, TRC, home and get to catch another live. Welcome, King. And then Dino, so Dane, what are you looking at for? Another Miata or some odd van for a third car while the other two are getting repaired?
I'm driving my girlfriend's car in the meantime.
How sad are you? You're sad.
I'm sad about the other stuff, but honestly, like, for what it's worth, that little Elantra GT corners very well. It's a fun little car, but it's also like, it's got a lot of miles on it. It's pretty rough.
Yeah, I know, Dane, but I mean, like, you were in a twin turbo Ford Flex, right? Not particularly the best looking vehicle, but at least
arguable.
I
love boxes on wheels.
It sounds okay, and it's got a lot of amenities, right?
Mess with it.
You have had the Jag, right? An incredible machine, right? One
Love
of the
it.
beautiful piece of work, right?
Beautiful.
Not super beautiful right now.
It's looking a
truly
little
an upgrade.
haggard right now.
And so what's going to happen? You know what would have been the icing on the cake if for some reason we would have ended up on like Dane's 20-year high school reunion.
Oh my god!
Right, where hey, we'll see.
And everybody's rolling up in their cars, and I'm like, "Hey guys!"
Dane rolls up. He goes, "I had a Jaguar."
And they go, "Sure you did."
Sure you did.
He's showing pictures of the damaged car.
What year is that Elantra GT?
It's 13.
Nice.
Yeah.
So it's a 10-year-old
Is
Elantra.
good
that
stuff.
you in that 2013 Elantra GT?
Yeah, it's my holdover car, just waiting for the other stuff to get
other
done
stuff's
on
in the
it.
shop
Yeah,
right
both
now.
of my cars are getting fixed.
Sure.
Jags in the shop. You guys, I live on Hill Road.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
a
sure.
creative director for a successful
He's
company.
like, I live in the North End. It's not
Okay,
considered
whatever.
the North
Are you
End.
gonna like try and multi-level market me?
Yeah.
What's the deal, dude?
Yeah.
Like, get
Oh,
away.
Dane.
Super Auto 2K says bacon scented tire dressing for the win. And then the Meridian Marmot says going to try Car Pro Racer next, but also have Diamond Body Prep. Any other ideas?
No, I think you're fine, man. I think
Yeah,
everything that you've done is just right.
Just
so.
or polish it.
Okay.
CJ Byrne. Dane's Drippins. The name of Dane's loose meat sandwich shop.
That's what it should be
Something
called, just for short. Just called the Slop Shop.
The slop shop. Dane's
It's like a
Slop
chop shop, but
Yeah.
it's Slop Shop.
Yeah, we could
like
probably
it.
change that. I got
Yeah,
Chop
he's
shop
got
on my
Cadillac Slop
knuckles.
Shop.
yeah. Glenn Dennis saying finally able to make a live in months. Happy Friday, folks. What's up, Glenn? How are you? Oh, sorry, Ryan.
yeah, we got Ryan.
Anthony, do you have any tips for doing some touch up with Dr. Color Chip on a raised edge? Every time I blend it, it pulls the paint out. But then when I don't blend it, it looks like a blob of paint.
Anthony's probably figured that out.
You'd probably have to be able to. You probably put a small amount and let it dry.
Yeah, that's probably the
On a
right answer.
raised edge, so I'm assuming raised edge would mean
Like there's a ledge like this. So he's filling it with paint, and then when he goes to level it, he's pulling all that paint out.
I know I'm trying to think of just a raised edge. What I would do. So every time I blend it, it pulls the paint out. But then when I don't blend it, it looks like a ball of paint. Okay, so yeah, you probably just need to do some building there, depending on how deep or how big the chip is. And so what I'll typically do is I'll use toothpicks, or I use my those little micro brushes, and I bite the tip off of it to where it's just literally like the most pinpoint thing of plastic, and I'll just do a little quick dip, start kind of dabbing it in there, and kind of start building up a base, and then let that dry for a longer period of time, like 10, 15 minutes, and then I continue to add more and more and more,
Okay.
and then try to build around it. But yeah, the idea is, not everything will be fixed with like a blob with Dr. Color Chip. You can't just blob it and always assume that the solvent will pull everything out. And then sometimes you do that, and then it'll pull the whole thing out, depending on how deep or how jagged that portion is. So try the toothpick / biting off the tip of the micro brush and try dabbing that in, and just have patience. That's all it is. It's just a patience thing. If you can just sit there, for over the course of an hour, like drop some paint in there, come back every so often, drop a little bit more, you'll eventually fill it up to where you're going to have a pretty good looking or unnoticeable chip.
Then you go over with the Seal-Act, or
You may or may not have to. So
Okay.
sometimes I don't even use the Seal-Act, because the Seal-Act, while yes, that solvent is there to remove excess paint, it does also dull the look of the freshly applied Dr. Color Chip. It's kind of seen as like a blending agent, where it's supposed to kind of like make it look not as noticeable, especially if the color's slightly off.
Okay.
But for the most part, the color's pretty good, and you will still be able to have a little bit of gloss and shine out of an untouched without using the Seal-Ax solution on it. And so, like I told you about when I spilled my bottle of Dr. Colorship in my drawer, right? And it dried. I had no idea. I walked out there and I looked at the paper it spilled on. I was like, oh my God, I could polish that to like it's like hard as a rock. I could polish that to a beautiful mirror shine, and all it is this blob of paint.
Yeah.
So it's good stuff.
Okay.
Glenn Dennis.
All right.
Finally able
Last
to make it
one.
live in months. Happy Friday Eve, folks. Thank you, Glenn. Good to see you, brother.
Right.
Thank you.
So on that note, I think that people are seeing something else
Yeah,
today.
so time to take a brief little break. But before we go to that, I want you to understand that this is a special break because we've got something very fun to show you if you haven't already seen it earlier this week on the main TRC podcast. So don't go anywhere for this one. Watch the video, and then we'll see you after. So we'll be back right after this very fun message.
There we go. And it's going to talk like this. All right. And
Freedom to choose from brands around the world in any color microfiber towel you want.
As long as it's red, white, and blue.
Amen.
And cut, that's a wrap. Good job, team. Yeah, good job.
All right. That was fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. You coming to party tonight?
Yeah, I'll be there. Just gotta get a change of clothes and snag my backpack from the warehouse, but I'll be there.
Hell yeah, man. See you there.
You got it.
Do you like Ghostbusters? Yeah. Yeah, that's the one. How about 20% off?
Kind of spooky in here.
Hello? Anybody?
Must have just been the wind or something.
There you are. Guys? Come on, guys, this isn't funny. Guys? Stop!
Hello, Ghostbusters. No, we're serious.
Great, because I have a ghost in my warehouse I need taken care of.
You do?
Yeah, I've called every other emergency service and no one has been able to help. They don't take me seriously.
Non-believers, they're more common than you think.
So you can be here? I need someone out right now.
Yeah, we can do it. We'll be right there.
We got one! Yeah! Awesome!
Well, now what do we do?
Suit up.
Are your guys' packs fitting okay?
Yeah.
I see yours. Mine fits great.
Yeah.
What about yours?
Yeah.
I mean,
it's good, Dave. It's fine. Let's
It'll
get
be
going.
great.
So, what's the plan? Are we walking or?
No, I already took care of that.
Whoa, Dane! What? You made the flex look kind of cool.
It is cool. It was cool. It's always been cool.
It was never cool. Let's go.
I am impressed.
oh, thanks.
Dane, this thing is sweet. It's like we're official Ghostbusters.
Yeah, man, that's the idea.
I know. Enough talk. Let's get going.
Come on.
Dane,
I don't think that's
One
gonna.
second. I'm sure I can.
No.
Take off the backpack.
Yeah, it's not gonna fit.
Dane,
But
let me get you out of there. All right.
put that in the back, maybe.
Yeah. Okay. Good
Yeah.
idea. Dane. I can't believe you made us stop so you can get a haircut.
Oh, yeah, Anthony, because your stop was so important.
Dane, that needed to happen. But I suppose the good news is that we're here.
Yeah? Yeah?
Glad you guys made it.
Oh, Jesus, where'd you come from?
Well, Aaron was last seen going into this warehouse here.
Wait, so you didn't see a ghost?
Well, I mean, not exactly.
Then why'd you call us?
Well, this place looks sketchy as hell. There has to be ghosts inside.
Yeah, he has a good point there.
I mean, we can check it out.
We are dressed up.
Yeah, we'll go inside.
Great. Good luck with that.
Is he wearing Brooks running shoes?
Must be.
He's sure moving.
I am so thirsty. Why don't we stop for sodas?
Levi, we made enough stops already.
Yeah, I am getting kind of hungry too. Maybe we can stop for tacos after this?
I like that idea.
What about Express Cafe?
Could get some cake donuts.
That'd be nice.
So I really like carne asada tacos. I also like chicken tacos. Also, a big fan of chimichangas.
Yeah, I like just plain asada tacos.
I'm a big fan of chicken fried steak.
Dane, I don't think that's a taco.
It's an Express Cafe staple.
You know, for only being Ghostbusters for like 20 minutes, I feel like we're doing a pretty good job.
No!
Hold on, calm down.
I'm out. Listen, I signed up for tacos. I signed up for dress up. I did not sign up to hunt ghosts.
Ghosts are in the name, dude.
Yeah, stop being a baby. You're with us. We can get tacos after. Let's just get this done.
Promise we'll get tacos after?
We'll get tacos after.
Yeah, turn around, let's go.
You guys hear that?
No, you're fine. It's probably just the wind.
I think we should leave.
I think it's
we're
okay. Come on,
Keep going.
Keep going.
Keep going.
We got it.
We're fine.
How about 20% off? How about mystery box?
My light's dead. Dane, give me yours.
Hey! Anthony, open the box.
I'm not opening the box, Dane. You open the box.
I can't.
I'm not opening the box.
Well, we could all open it together.
Okay.
And welcome back from that wonderful little detour. I hope you guys enjoyed that.
It's amazing.
The team worked very hard
so
on
fun.
it. And if you could all just give a round of applause, please, to Anthony Blaine, who, behind the scenes here, he did all the previs, he set the stuff up, worked with us to come up with what the characters would be like, all that. And really, just huge thank you to him, and to, obviously, Glenn, who worked on the graphics, so many different things.
Seabass, who did all the work.
Seabass, who did all the work. He takes credit for everybody.
Even when he's
Obviously,
not
got to
here,
include him.
he barely works, but he does all of it.
Yeah. So for those who may not have picked
does.
up on, I think most of you guys know, but just in case someone didn't know, that was pulling off of our 4th of July sale there at the beginning. It was like a continuation. It was a fun little thing. And an excuse for Aaron to dress up in that costume again.
Good stuff.
and it's to be continued, so we'll see where it
what
takes
people
us.
don't realize is
Sure
Aaron
there
is
were
still,
hints.
but what you don't realize is Aaron is still able to answer customer service questions from the great beyond.
From the ether. We have no idea where he's at.
Same reason we're inside this box, but still being able to do our show. Who would have thought?
Yeah.
So, in case you hadn't figured it out yet, we're inside the box now. That's how this works. But our shirts changed. And before you start comments,
go for it,
I
Dane.
want to show.
I was just going to say, can you show the back of the shirt? Now, Dane Hennon fought very hard to have his very own Flex thrown on the back of that.
To be fair,
and the rest of us said,
suggested it, and I was like, yes, I like
the rest
that.
of us said maybe nobody really wants a Flex, so instead we put a Chrysler Imperial on there.
Yeah,
that works.
So it works.
It works. Like, you know what? It would have been funny though if it was the.
It's
Flex,
not a Cadillac.
If it was the Flex on the back, right? You would have had the Flex and then the green representing the coolant that it lost.
That would have been great. Yeah.
So,
that
to
makes
quickly
sense.
answer that one, my Flex is also out of commission because I had a shop do a flush job on the coolant, and they
flush.
plugged in the wrong thing for the coolant flush, and it sounds like it went into the actual intake. The car was not running, but there was coolant in many places it should not have been. And so, for lack of a better explanation, I'm out both vehicles right now.
Yeah.
So that's a real treat.
So last Dane heard from the shop is that they've removed one of the turbos. They're
the upper half of the motor.
They're
like performing surgery on it. They took a borescope down the cylinders and were like checking all the
they're
stuff.
checking the block. And
it's crazy, like the
everything.
amount of just ridiculous things that happened over the course of less than a week.
Yep.
So it wouldn't have happened if Dane had a third vehicle, or perhaps.
Well, he has a third. It's a fourth.
A fourth vehicle that would have been there to help.
We'll just
him out
keep
in these
adding. Pretty soon I'll be
trying
added
times.
to.
Funny how many people go, why do you have so many cars?
Yeah.
And I go, for situations like this.
I didn't really think about it
know?
until then. So.
And then other people go, well, I only have two cars, one for me and one for my wife. And I go, that's not enough, man.
That's not enough. Like, what what happens when people come into town, right? They need a loaner vehicle. Well, that's for them to figure out. Well, you could offer them.
It doesn't sound like you're
one
a
of
very
your
good
My
friend.
dad, Brad Gates, has over 12 vehicles.
Wow.
For that specific reason.
That's a lot.
Yeah. I went to lunch with him yesterday and I was telling him about Dane's situation and he goes, well, that's why I have 12 cars.
Yeah.
So I don't have to worry.
Just casually. Just makes sense.
That's why I have 12 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to pay insurance on all
weird
12.
about
Just
it.
Yeah, you just have them.
That's the real problem is you may have paid off all the cars like because they're all cheap or S-boxes or whatever, but you still got to pay insurance on those, assuming you're a responsible adult.
Yeah.
So
but he did feel bad for Dane, and he
adds
goes, that sucks. I'm really sorry. But again, I have 12 cars for that reason.
Appreciate
Perfect
that.
situation.
Kevin says Anthony is losing it. And what did he say? Anthony's losing it, and maybe there's something in that cookie. I think there may have been, potentially.
Sending it, but it's not showing up.
No.
There we go.
And then we have Super Rod that says, Levi, come on over this weekend for some smoked slop dogs, ice plunges, and Dutch oven festivities. That sounds like
You got it all.
That sounds like a good time, honestly.
MOSHQ offering.
Yeah.
I don't know about the ice plunges, but we could do those. I don't know where.
I mean, all you need
just
is
in the
like
grass.
you just need like
Careful
a farm
about the dog
trough.
poop.
Levi doesn't
to
like
throw out
being
there.
cold, though, so I don't think that would be top of
I like
his
cold
list.
weather because I get to pile on the comfort.
The comfort.
Right?
You can always
When I'm
add
hot-
layers, but
Yeah.
you can't take them away.
Right, exactly.
And so if somebody asks if you'd rather, be too hot and, dehydrate or whatever that way, or freeze to death, I would rather take the cold option.
That's why I have the Jarl's Hangout. That's why I have heated and cooled
It's the Viking way.
garage. All that stuff. Umberto says, we always Dutch oven the wives.
Oh, no.
And then LHF says, any chance you guys can throw in an extra towel rather than those sweet treats for this guy? Diagnosed with the sugars last week, so no candy or cookies for me. Sorry to hear that, LHF.
Sorry, bud.
But don't worry. Yeah, we will.
Yeah, this isn't edible.
This isn't an edible
Well,
treat.
you shouldn't eat it, at least.
Don't worry about that.
Scott mattered. Okay, this is, says, yes, it's Spencer, not
It was
me.
unfair
Sorry,
to lump
Scott.
your name in there.
I
Well, we heard
lumped,
an
I
S&M.
lumped your
I'm getting my
last
S&Ms together.
Yeah, I lumped your last name in with another S&M, and I apologize
I just
about
distinctly knew it wasn't Scott Mattern. It was
Yes.
Spencer, but it was like a German sounding like a Mason, something like that.
It was Mation.
Yeah.
Antoine. It's high school all over again. I can never get here on time. It's all right, Antoine. We appreciate it.
You're here now, and that's what's important.
that. Heather from Auto Carry HQ,
Hey,
another
Grandbassador.
Grandbassador Showdown contestant, here to say I'm a bit late today. Hope you're all having a great week. We are, Heather. We hope you're having a fantastic week as well. Staying busy as usual.
Yeah.
Super Auto 2K says all this Dutch oven talk makes me want a what's that say? Molchete?
Molcajete?
Molcajete.
Molcajete? I don't know what that is.
I'm
You're gonna
sure
have to
it
enlighten us,
sounds
Ken.
delicious.
Is it the like the pot of
Maybe. I
like
don't know.
the sauce with the
You know
meat
what I'm
in it?
excited to cook in a Dutch oven?
Yeah. It's a grinder for spices.
A grinder for spices. Oh,
okay,
molcajete.
Legal
Okay.
spices.
Yeah.
I think it sounds. Though he said, yes, he confirmed legal spices.
Legal
Okay,
spices.
Maybe just to make sure we're clear on
So,
that.
you know what? I can't wait to make my first item in the Dutch oven. Some Dinty Moore beef stew.
Ooh, Dinty Moore.
I can't
Real
say
high
that. I can't
budgets.
say the word. I am a sucker.
They're like, that's not what you cook
No,
in a Dutch
dude,
oven. I was
I'm
like,
like,
well, I
that's
want to
No,
season it first.
I am
Yeah.
a sucker for Dinty Moore
Me
beef
too.
stew.
I was walking through the store the other day and I almost bought a can and I thought, I wonder if Anthony needs
Like,
one of these.
oh, dude,
but it
they're
wrecks.
so
It
good.
wrecks us so bad.
Oh man, it'll mess up your
Wrecks
you'll,
your
you'll be
insides
so
so
bloated.
bad.
You'll be bloated for days. But
Oh, man.
like those Dinty Moore beef stews,
Oh,
like
God.
and it's funny.
It's because we grew up poor. That's why.
Well, I had this conversation with plenty of people. I'm like, hey, have you ever had Dinty Moore? Like, I've never eaten Dinty Moore beef stew. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
You're crazy. I'm
You
like,
haven't
you probably
lived.
haven't
I
had
was a spiritual brother to you when you asked me that. You were like,
I love
said,
it,
"Oh,
dude.
gosh,
I
it's the
would like
best thing ever."
overly
Friends for life
salt
after
my
that.
Dinty Moore beef
Gosh,
stew.
yeah.
And people, like, it doesn't need any more salt,
need
right?
seasonings. I got
So
kosher
much
salt and black
salt.
pepper on
all
there.
these different things in there.
Oh,
and
God.
it's like the same thing when you talk to people like, yeah, stag chili, Hormel chili. Like,
Yeah.
didn't you ever just get home from high school and there was nothing
Cut
to,
open you
there
get
was
a can.
there was nothing to eat. So
I
you
had a
just-
roommate.
You just ate a can of chili.
I had a roommate. We
You're
had
like,
the-
no.
We had the Nally chili.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
she would come home, and she'd come home from the bar drunk, and I would come home, and she'd be sitting on the floor, just drunk out of her mind still, but
no.
eating a full bowl of Nally chili.
Yeah.
Oh,
just
man.
enjoying it.
So good.
She's like, "Oh, this is so good," and I'm
good.
like, "That is a nightmare waiting to happen
It
for you
is.
later."
Wow.
Yeah.
It is, but like
It's hilarious.
I'm not above those canned goods like
No,
that.
that's how I grew up. We always had
Oh,
Nally
yeah.
chili
Am I-
and Dinty Moore beef stew in the thing. And my dad would be like, "You guys want some beef stew?" And I'm like, "Yeah, let's do this."
Am I mistaken in remembering that there was like Bush's Baked Beans or something that had
Yeah.
a picture of a golden retriever
Yeah,
on
it's
it?
Bush's
Yeah,
baked
it's
beans.
Bush's
Okay.
Yeah.
beans.
Always had to make sure that wasn't dog
It wasn't
food every
no,
time reaching
Dane,
for
it wasn't
it.
on the picture. It's the commercials.
Commercials, okay.
Yeah.
Why was I
Dinty
thinking it was on the
Moore
label?
could be mistaken for dog food.
It could be.
depending on
It could.
how you look at
When
it.
it's out of the can, it looks like dog food.
Yeah.
But, oh my gosh,
Just
that is
depends
such
on how low
delicious.
you're willing
I
to
think
go.
you should. I think that's the first Dutch, Dutch oven thing, right?
Just season this. I got like 5 cans of Dinty Moore in
dear.
there.
Dude, it would be good.
Tom Shaninga.
Thank you,
Tommy
Tom.
Chicago saying, not sure if my other message posted, just saying hello and thank you for everything. Hope you all have a great weekend.
I hope
Thank
you
you,
do
Tom.
too.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you. There we go.
LA Chef, Levi, toss some ribs in your Dutch oven and smother with Dr. Pepper. Cook for a few hours, drain, hit them with some barbecue sauce.
That's
Best
a good
ribs
call.
you'll ever have.
That sounds great.
That actually does sound pretty
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Smart.
I like that.
And Auto Care saying, yes, Dane, definitely get an MX-5 RF.
That's
you won't
right.
regret it.
You've got one, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's a good choice.
Yeah,
that's
so,
definitely because I've
so-
always enjoyed the high horsepower. I've enjoyed, but it's like I don't need it. I like the handling, and at legal speeds is fun. Being able to do that. Top comes down. I like all that. So
Yeah, Dane, I think you.
I'm
think-
probably looking that direction.
I like
Look in
the
that
I like
direction.
that gray they come in though.
It's
Personally,
a good gray. It's
like
similar
Heather,
to the one on the
Heather,
Jag.
Heather's red is very very nice. But I think I would like because I think the gray or they have like a nice silver. Yeah, but you have a gray Jag, so you don't want a gray.
It's literally like the same gray.
but you probably don't want
It's a
another
metallic,
gray.
like darker gray, just like that. Which I think looks great. It shows off the lines and stuff, but the red shows off the lines too. I would like a white one with a black top or something, but the white doesn't show off the lines on the car. It's a very curvaceous, nice looking car.
Yeah,
Yeah.
agreed.
So, anyway.
All right.
CJ Byrne saying Soul Red. It's probably the best color available on a regular car. I do
It's
not disagree.
way up there.
It's a
yes.
Ford color, and Ford and Mazda use it interchangeably. It's a tricolor, so it's a metallic red with a tinted pearl red clear. It is a beautiful color.
It's when
in
you get to the
sunlight.
color, the tinted
It's a
clears.
tinted clear.
That
So
like going for repairs becomes a
it
bit of a
freaks people out
nightmare.
as detailers when you're polishing. You're like, because your pad will have some red on it, but it's because of the fact that the clear is tinted. That's what makes it pop so much more.
It's very, very, very.
Super
good
Auto
looking,
saying that
though.
Mazda Red is fire.
Yes.
Kevin D53 saying, "What's up, guys?"
Kevin,
And
welcome.
then Mazel the Gazelle says, "What the other car of Dane's that is? What's the other car of Dane's that is down? The
the
Flex,
Flex is out of commission
and the
too
Jag.
because of the whole coolant flush that
They
turned
both
into
crashed
a
into each other.
flushed
Weird
with
enough.
coolant.
Who would have thought?"
Yeah.
Super Auto saying that bacon scented tire dressing should be sold in vintage looking aluminum bacon grease storage containers.
Ooh,
that's a great idea.
That's a fun
That's a
touch.
good idea, yeah. Randy Ricochet with a $5 super chat. Stoked to catch some of the show live. Loving this year's Halloween teas. Thank you,
Nice.
Randy.
Thanks,
Glad
man.
you
Oh,
got
hope you can
looked
pick
and you
one
like
up.
'em.
We got Super Auto saying
Yep.
it's Ford Flex. And then, Glenn looking forward to a mystery box or maybe even two. We'll see.
Whoa, buddy.
Humberto saying hi. And then we got Dave Detail says, been trying out different glass cleaner. Was using Guion Q2M glass. The time with the FTW. I'll try KCX and Sterner Glass. Hopefully that will resolve the issue. Loving the towel. Yeah, I don't.
It's a
We
great
haven't.
towel.
I've never used the Guion Q2M, so maybe that could be it. But try a different glass cleaner and see what happens.
Yeah.
Neil White, happy Thursday. And then
Hey,
Dino
Neil.
says Rupa's DA fine. You really have to shake up and clean the pad. I had the same problem where it dusted. Shook it for about 3 to 4 minutes really hard, and it was awesome after.
There you go. That's another
Try
one.
that.
Interesting.
And Umberto saying hello.
Yep. Let's go on to page 1. Whole lot of that. But Jay's car channel here.
Umberto saying to be continued for Christmas, too.
Yes, that is right.
That's right. Hey, it's giving you guys a little sneak peek there.
Yeah.
Jay's car channel. Dane, how's the Jag, bro? By the way, nice Ghostbuster spoof, fellas. What are you supposed to be? Some sort of cosmonaut? No, we're exterminators. Someone saw a cockroach up on 12.
Yes.
That's a great line.
Good line. I've got Vazal here. Awesome production. Round of applause to the crew.
Thank
we
you.
agree.
We appreciate it.
Did
Yep.
a great job all around. How about some
Oh, you
claps?
want it to all
I'm
clap,
encouraging.
yeah.
I'm subtly
There you
encouraging.
go. Good work, Dane. Good work.
Dude, I just want to point out, I am 2 Waterloos deep, right?
Yeah, feeling a little silly.
I'm feeling a little too after the Waterloo.
Ooh.
I had watermelon to start today.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Which one's that one?
This is grape, right?
So you got a can of purple?
This is a good grape. Like,
So it's not like a gross artificial grape.
No, it's like it's naturally flavored, Dane. Oh, with other natural flavors. Anyways, it's
Not just grape.
it's really good.
I love
and-
grape
And I'm
flavored
also
stuff,
enjoying this great Pepsi Zero. Tastes like it's flavored soda.
No,
the wrong artificial grape though tastes like
Flavored
cough
water,
medicine. I
sparkling
always have a
water
hard time
flavored like
shaking
cola.
that.
No, I am all about these Waterloos,
The
dude.
Waterloos
I
have
am
been great though.
I'm gonna start purchasing these for my own home.
So Dan Smith, thank
Very
you
nice.
again. That was very kind of
Yeah.
you to stop by and do that. I hope
Yeah,
you're having
thank
fun
you,
at
Dan.
Jalopy Jungle right now.
Yep. And
Fazal. Are we already
round-
at Fazal?
Yep.
Then Josh McKay says, "Hey guys, joining late today. Dane, sorry to hear about the Jag.
Thanks, man.
I actually got into an accident a few weeks ago and they totaled my Ford F-150. Now I'm thinking of getting a Honda. Oh my
buddy.
gosh,
I'm
Josh.
sorry. Well, incidentally, the car that hit
best
my
decision you
parked
could make.
Jag at a restaurant parking lot was an F-150.
Probably Josh
I
McKay.
hope it
Probably
wasn't you,
Josh McKay, man.
No, there was a different name on the note that
Okay,
the guy
yeah.
left. So you're safe, Josh.
Kevin
You're safe.
says EcoBoost Bros would have enjoyed the flex.
See, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
All right.
And then he goes, Dane, it's time for that WS6. Oh, LHF says, Dane, are you sure you didn't blow the intake by hitting that turbo so hard in that commercial?
No, that thing was under stress. It's still stock. It just has a louder exhaust on it now.
It was louder.
Well, and then I
It
got
was
a
louder.
different resonator thing, and they were mad
It was
because then you couldn't
perfect.
hear the
It was
turbo anymore through
perfect.
the exhaust. And
Neutered
I
it.
agree. I liked hearing the turbo through there.
Yeah.
It's time for that WS6.
Yep.
I think WS6s are very cool. I don't know if I personally own one, though. Just my own personal taste.
Yeah. Mark
Next
Stone
up.
says that video is great. We all know Dane will develop communication from a random location again this
I swear
year.
to God, if you guys bury me again.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's happening again.
Holy, bury Dane. Why did you bury Dane? So you know what's so funny? When we did that live video, for those who remember the whole burying of Dane, right? Half of our production team was upset with the idea because they wanted to know, why is Dane being buried?
Yeah.
And I said, because I think it's hilarious.
Yeah.
There really
And-
wasn't a need or a reason beyond that.
And they go, can you just at least give us any more context to where like
It was
it
like
makes
Step
it
Brothers.
It
Why
makes
are you
it
burying
Why are you burying me?
like, it makes it worth the
I'm
work.
still
I'm like,
alive.
there's no context. Dane is getting buried. We will shoot this like this.
What are you doing? I'm
And
buried.
They go, well, does he have to be buried? He has to be, 100%.
So yeah, turn out the lights in here, and suddenly I'm in a
I just love-
box
I
tell him
underground. That's great.
I love that we brought him that hot dog with dirt on it.
That was disgusting.
You remember?
That was real dirt.
That was real dirt.
That was totally a waste of a good dog.
It was worth it for just the production, but that was
dirt on this.
That was a dirty dog.
With
That's
him
what
in that dark
was.
room, like, oh, I got this dirty hot dog. You know,
I'm looking at it. It's got like grass and like bits of lint and like some hay or
because
wheat.
did I grab it and like put it in through the dirt?
Yeah,
or-
you did. You
You
actually
just
like
smushed it through
you
the
dug
dirt.
some dirt out and then you just pushed it into
I
it.
think that's.
We killed
something
two hot dogs in that bit.
Dude, so funny. I gotta go back and rewatch it because I want to relive that again.
Glenn.
Speaking of which, really quick, the team has been talking about kind of reviving some live video content
Because we haven't
here
done one
on
in
the
a while
channel.
on the main channel.
And we haven't done that, and we want to jump into another type of live video, and we kind of just want to know, would you guys like something a little bit more interactive, or we got something going on, maybe we're during a detail, would you guys like something more informative? Let us know here in the chat on kind of what you would want to see.
Yeah,
Sorry,
would you want
during the live.
to watch me wrap my truck?
I don't.
That was a pretty slow one.
Or have us
Sorry.
watch Anthony try to wrap his truck. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, we could try that, or maybe we can just blast things with the Ultra Air Blaster.
That could be
could do
fun.
that
Just
too,
literally
right?
a live demo of what they do.
I think what we should do, I'll set up a bunch of balloons in the studio, and it's a John Wick session, right?
Ooh, I
where
like
it's
that.
like Keanu Reeves training, right?
It's just
To where
going through it.
we're plugged in.
You
to
get
our-
tapped
to
on
our-
the back
to
and
our
then you pull
airline,
off
right?
running.
Eyes closed. They tap on.
We
bam,
build pallets.
and we open our eyes, right? And we're just like, bam, blast.
We'll move some of the pallets around.
these balloons,
Yeah.
right? And we try to do it in like a tactical way.
Yeah.
How's that going to teach people to be better detailers?
It's going to teach people to be better detailers
The-
because they're
it's
going to learn.
control.
They're going to learn movements on how to get
Okay.
through a
Technical
car
control. Right.
safely and effectively and blow out certain areas.
Precision
Well,
motion with blowout tools.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not against it. I
Glenn
think
says
that might be
purchasing a
fun.
new car soon. Thinking of PPF in the front end. And followed with a ceramic. I've been debating between G-Technic and Diamond Body. Seems Diamond has a lot of detractors. So realistically, Glenn, the question is which versions are you looking at?
Yeah.
If you're looking at just doing what am I trying to think of off the top of my head? Exo V5
Yeah.
versus Diamond Body. They're both great coatings that are going to provide a lot of slickness and a lot of durability and a lot of hydrophobics. But they're both really only going to last you a couple years, tops.
Yeah.
If you're looking at doing CSL versus Diamond Body 36, I'm going to tell you that Diamond Body 36 is going to be a little bit stronger in terms of durability than CSL. CSL is going to do a great job at having high chemical resistance, high hydrophobics, and some insane gloss, just like Diamond Body. But I'm going to say that it has a tendency to be a little bit of a softer coating and
fair.
could have the capacity to scratch without having the EXO on top of it. So now if you're going to do a collaboration, CSL, EXO V5 with the two units is a
Very
I mean, you
good
can't
combo.
go wrong with that. That's an amazing combo. But I wouldn't do the Diamond Body 36 combo just because they don't really work that way. So I would do just either one or the other.
I think he's just.
to choose
I
Diamond
think
Body.
he's really just asking
So-
between the brands G-Technic, and I think he put
Yeah.
body in there. I think he's talking about Diamond Protec. If you're talking about the PPF, I guess Glenn, be a little bit more clear. Are you talking about the PPF products from each brand? Are you talking about the combos of certain products? Like that, that can be helpful. But
Yeah.
I mean,
But they both make a great PPF
Diamond
coating too.
PPF is new, as of literally less than 6 months ago, but it has been in testing for over a year. It's a fantastic
Longer than
product,
that.
or a year and a half, right?
Yeah.
Year and a half. It's a fantastic product. It's great. Works is just as intended. Halo has a new version out now,
Just coming out.
which has been improved, and so
They're both pretty
they're
much the
both-
best of the best for
they're
PPF.
both great. They're both flexible. They're both going to stick, and they're both going to perform really well.
And that car out there has both.
Yeah.
Super Auto says, no. It's a Mexican cast iron pot full of delicious meats, cheese, onions, peppers, and cactus.
So it's not a mixing device?
You guys ever eat a lot of cactus?
No. So I
Delicious.
Molcajete?
there's this place, right?
Yeah.
It's locals may know of this place. You know, anybody that's local. Enrique's. Mm-hmm. You ever been to Enrique's out in Cuna?
Heard of it?
I
Never
don't
been.
venture that
So
far.
it was El Gallo Giro, right?
I love
Wait,
El
I
Gallo.
do know Enrique's.
I love
haven't
it. I love El Gallo
Oh,
Hito.
You've had Enrique's?
But when I ate there, it was still a Gallo Giro, but it
So-
was run by like some family or something.
I believe
and
what
it was treated
was
very
is
specifically.
it was called El Gallo Giro. There's two brothers. They had a falling out, right?
Mm-hmm.
They didn't know how to split the restaurant, so basically they both went off on their own separate things.
One kept El
One of
Gallo
them-
Hito.
One of them kept the El Gallo Giro name,
Yeah.
and the other one said, okay, I'm just changing the name to Enrique's, but I'm keeping the location. I believe one of the original locations, or the original location, was in Kuna, Idaho, right? Kuna is not known for a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Kuna had El Gallo Giro, now known as Enrique's.
It's got a cave.
And has a cave, right?
Which you've seen in our videos.
And it's got cowboys and cowgirls in Kuna.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not
That's a
cowboys.
bar.
And cowgirls in
Dance
Kuna.
hall.
Fantastic time. Always going to be a
very,
good
very
time.
fun.
And that, and then there's Swan Falls out there a little further than Kuna, but that's really what Kuna is primarily known for. Not much else outside of that, but better than Emmett for sure, 100%.
Still better than Emmett.
And Enrique's though, they were known for these bowls, these bowls of like lava. Like I don't know what they were called something.
It's like a
but they
lava
have,
rock bowl?
Like it's a lava rock style bowl,
So it's like volcanic rock bowl.
kind of.
Just not as
But
porous.
it's filled
Okay.
with
Sealed
like
up.
the sauce with meats. There's cheese on top. There's peppers in there. There's other like things with textures inside there, and you could just make like put them on tortillas and eat them
Yeah,
like that.
that sounds
or you
delicious.
just eat the sauce and the meat
yeah,
and all that
100%.
out of the bowl.
I'd do that.
It is insanely
El Gallo
good.
Hito, we did our rehearsal dinner. Had them cater our rehearsal dinner.
Did you?
When Carly and I were getting married 18 years
Kuna?
ago. No, El Gallo Hito in Boise.
I don't know if El Gallo Giro existed then.
Yeah, it has. It's
Are you
always
sure?
Yeah.
I feel like it was originated
Nope.
in Kuna.
It probably was originated in Kuna, and my mom knew the owners. That's why she.
I would like some
had them call them
information.
up.
Where is our other Gates resident here in the chat?
Brett.
Where's Brett Gates to verify some of this this old time knowledge?
I've experienced a Mother's Day brunch there.
Ooh. Glenn Dennis, the production quality is top notch on the
I agree.
Ghostbusters video. You know, about 10 years ago, I got Carly a pile of tacos from El Gallo Hito downtown. I
like
literally
a pile.
It
of
was.
tacos.
My
That
goal
does
was
not
to make
sound
her a heart
appetizing.
out of tacos
Yeah,
and rice and beans.
that's good.
Yeah, she loved it. It was the best. She was so excited. I came home and I had all these. I'd gotten a platter and I made it
Yeah.
all together and surprised her
fun.
with it. It was delightful.
That's fun.
Yeah.
All right, next up here we have my guy Kirby, who says Super Auto 2K yummy. And then we got Josh McKay that says, "Is there a wait time before coding a new car?"
Not always. The biggest
Not
thing is just see
usually.
when you open the door of the vehicle, right on the tag that has like air pressure and the VIN and all that, it'll tell you the production date of when that vehicle was made. 3 to 6 months is the biggest. Just keep an eye on that. That's a good time to let all that off gas. That basically means like that sticker is one of the last thing that comes out the door, comes out of the car.
It always gives a month
when it gets
and a
out
year.
the door. Yeah, it gives you a month and a year. Look at that. If it's, if you're like going to buy a brand new car and it's a year old,
Yeah.
well, it's kind of been sitting on that lot for a while, I guess.
Joey Belinsky
Probably a reason.
says spicy chili.
Spicy.
I like that. Super Auto 2K says Dinty Moore beef stew is what Anthony leaves in your camper bathroom.
Oh,
Delicious. Yeah, you're correct. I will leave a can behind just for the next camping trip.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
And then Humberto says molcajete is a Mexican stone mortar and pestle like the baton in South America for grinding food and seasonings.
Oh.
The dish, though, is different.
So why are they called the same thing?
Molcajete dish is spices beef, pork, chorizo, chicken, veggies, and has panella, cheese, green onions, and poblano.
So am I
Sounds
thinking
great.
of
You
the
serve
right
it
dish?
with rice, beans, and tortillas.
Am I thinking of the right dish that's served in that
Pretty
kind
much,
of
probably.
like
You don't know.
that
Maybe.
rock
That's very
bowl?
Maybe
helpful,
Enrique
Humberto.
thought it'd
Thank
be
you.
fun to put it in that bowl. You know.
I don't
Then
know.
Neil saying, Dane, why don't you check out that new Integra Type S?
I actually quite like those, but honestly, I don't need it to be my only car. It's going to be multiple, so I kind of want to get something less practical. 2 seats is fine. better handling, lighter weight. The Miata makes more sense to me,
Yeah.
just for my
And
personal
of all
needs.
the amenities that it would have.
Well, not many, because it's a Miata and it weighs like 2,500 pounds.
The newer, more modern amenities.
Oh, you might get heated seats, or possibly
or a killer sound system,
a nice sound system, something that's
right
lacking in the NA that I had. God, I love that car though, such a good little car.
a great
Anyway,
car.
Ryan Baumgart saying, thanks for the help, guys. Is there any way to buy multiple glass cloths from you guys? So, Ryan, they come in a pack of 100, and we use them only for promotional goods. However, you might reach out to customer service and just see.
See if there's a way they can
who knows?
do something for you.
Yeah.
Junie says, I just purchased the Stoner Invisible Glass Coating Kit. Any tips for applying it outside? I have no car garage or covered area to cover my car while I apply it. We have no idea. I've never used the Stoner's Invisible Glass. We don't sell it either. But I believe it's pretty easy to do. I would maybe try to find a shaded area or try to find any type of covered area that you could do it. Maybe it's a friend's garage or carport or something like that. Follow the instructions. I think that if invisible
Try
glass
not to do it on a windy day or a day that it's raining.
Is there
obviously.
a local parking garage you can go in?
You could do that.
yeah,
Honestly, Dane, you could do that. Go
that's
pull into
nice and secure.
and
go into a
maybe
parking
have a
garage.
headlamp on so you can see any high spots. But
the lighting's not going to be great.
Try it out. Scott Mattern, not to be confused with
Spencer Mation.
Spencer Mation says, thanks for all the undeserved.
Quick question. What's everyone's go-to drying aid for when you don't want to add any more protection to the paint? That is Dreammaker, sir. Or Mata. Mata has no protection, right?
No, it's a soap. I mean, like what?
He's saying, question for a drying aid when you don't want to add any more protection.
You're not going to dry your car with a soap with
no,
Mata.
not Mata. Mork. Sorry.
Yeah.
Mork is what I'm thinking of.
But Mork is also not slippery, though. Not really. So, I don't know. I'd probably mix some O&R Absolute at like 64 to 1 or 128 to 1 and just use that as a drying aid.
But that was what Dreammaker was developed for.
I actually use OptiClean quite often for things like that when I'm not necessarily wanting to add protection. I'll use OptiClean. Or, honestly, dude, I blow through an absolute kind of like a disgusting amount of paint gloss.
Oh, yeah.
Paint gloss,
it's
it never
easy.
streaks, it never smears. It's the easiest, just go-to quick detailer.
It's perfect.
And it's so affordable that like I get very I'm very liberal with it. I just soak things with it and just I have fun. Jay's Car Channel. Oh my gosh.
Whoa! My guy.
Dane.
All right.
Thank
Dane,
you.
that's
so
two
kind.
That's 2 6-packs so far.
That's a really good time, and that is not what that money is being used
Happy
for.
the Friday the 13th Eve, bros. That's right.
Yes.
Friday the 13th Eve.
We appreciate
Very
you.
excited. Thank you, guys.
Holy cow, it actually is.
Yeah. Rick Smith is the next one saying, just wondering if insurance companies consider ceramic coating and or PPF replacement if you have an accident. Yes, they do.
I'll be able to tell you from experience pretty soon, because that car out there that got backed into, my Jag, had PPF on it, and that PPF was coated. And I actually had an invoice because it had been my dad's car previous. I bought it from him. I was able to actually procure an invoice from Lupo Motors, who did the install. They're able to send me a PDF, and I sent that off to insurance. So at least they see it, they acknowledge it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So there is that.
Super Auto 2K saying, Anthony, that's it.
Oh,
I think it is a stone and not cast iron.
Yeah, it's like this stone bowl of just like flavor, and it like when they serve it to you, it's still like boiling, right? Like it's still like popping and things. It's like a molten bowl of this flavorful meat stew,
hot, delicious,
with like peppers and such inside of it. And I guess here in town, the Enrique's is the place to go and get that. But you have that bowl, right, with a Corona with lime, and like life's good. But you probably shouldn't stray too far away from a bathroom for the rest of the evening, right? Because a lot of people, they go to Enrique's, fill up.
Then it's a 40-minute
Then they go to Cowgirls and Cuna. And then they go to Cowgirls and Cuna. And you wonder, why is everybody dancing so weird, right? They're kind of,
that guy was standing, but now he's dancing. He's not dancing.
They're not really moving a whole lot.
That's a great place for
just kind of
go.
shifting
his position.
There you go.
It's too funny.
And then my lovely wife, Carly Gates,
Hey.
popping in to say it was the best gift ever.
Taco
The
emoji.
the
Two
taco
taco
place.
emojis.
Thank you, my love. Super Auto 2K says, pile of tacos sounds amazing. Neil White, the only thing that would make the Ghostbusters vid perfect was if all three of you got slimed by a
I was
foam
trying
cannon.
to find a way to slime us.
Yeah, we had talked about that, but it would have ruined our costumes.
That's true. We wanted to preserve them.
Yeah. And then Neil says, at least we saw Anthony and Dane get foamed.
That is still a thing that happened, and he's just grinning because he never had to go through with it.
Yeah, that was a good time. And then Detailing Vibes 2006, what is your go-to glass polishing pads and where to get them? So the hard part is I always say that, like, currently any of the pads we carry can be used to polish glass because most glass is laminated safety glass that's on your vehicle. So you're not really going to be able to polish scratches and things out. You can on vintage glass, on old glass, on vintage cars and things where it's actual glass, or a car has glass made for them, like on a classic or a custom.
Yeah.
That you can polish. So those types of pads are specifically designed to help clean and repolish because you can sand and polish that glass. However, new glass you cannot polish. So in that same effect, but you can remove water spots and things like that. So that's when I would say any of the microfibers, any of the wools, and I really like the maroon Eurofoam from Buff and Shine on glass.
Yeah.
So especially paired with Clarity Cream, it really does clean the glass and get it ready for any coatings. It removes any of the water spots. It's easy to use, and it's easy to wipe off, which is a big thing.
Amen.
Mm-hmm.
Joey Belinsky says, Dane, hear me out. ... Two-door Golf R.
Okay, so quick
Hatchback.
note.
Dane
quick
always
note,
said
I
they're
do love
just
hatchbacks.
like a truck.
I love hatchbacks. Thing about the Golf R is, if I'm not mistaken, apart from maybe earlier generations like the R32, the later R only came as a four-door in the U.S. In Europe, you could get two-door ones, but here in the U.S., if I'm not mistaken, that we only had them available to us as a four-door. I'd like a two-door.
Well, the R32 is
Well, if Joey Belinsky
The
has
R32
one.
is the Golf that I like because
Yeah.
you got the Wookiee VR6 sound. I like that. It's not as fast as Golf.
No,
R,
I think
but still.
Dane wants his
But I
convertible
want my
option.
top to come down. I want to be able to enjoy that stuff. I really.
Yeah, because that's
It's
one
a
thing that
sensation that I
you've always
miss.
said that you wish the Jag was
So
convertible.
this Miata,
Or if I could just have a target top, just
Yeah,
like if it
part
was
of
like
it.
a Corvette where I could remove a section of the roof and I could keep the nice
Why don't
body
you
lines,
just buy a
but I could
Corvette?
take off the. I've driven C6s and stuff.
they're
It's
great
just not,
handling vehicles.
Dane wants something that he can do a toge run with, and he wants something that's not going to be too like unwieldy. He wants something that'll be
He doesn't want
very.
something too
I
tough,
like
too
very
strong.
lightweight cars and I like big bruiser GT cars, but
Yeah.
somewhere in between, I'm like
Okay.
not as
So
wild.
I mean,
about
that's the
it.
thing. A Miata could be a GT car for you, Dane. I mean,
You
it just
could.
depends.
Well, they
on,
make a trim called the Grand Touring,
No.
but you know.
But
there you
on
go.
the Miata though, how fast has that roof come up and down?
Pretty quick. I think it's like 16 seconds.
Is it like a transformer?
Can you do it while
It's
driving?
like a poor man's version of remember when I showed you that 911 Targa
Yeah.
in Starna shop. Pretty cool. So yeah, the whole
Yeah.
thing comes up and it slips down in the back and it doesn't take away trunk space. So it's nice.
Impressive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Neil says,
right.
yeah, Umberto, but not by a ghost. We didn't get to see you guys
Yeah.
get foamed by a ghost.
It was a ghost cannon.
Glenn Dennis says, just overall, between the two, I've been using G-Technic for a while, but been thinking of trying something new. There you go. Try it out. See if you like. Umberto says, and Levi too, and you and I were thinking the same thing. Junie says, DIY Detail makes a ceramic gloss as a great drying aid and adds protection in the same process. Okay.
Yeah.
Rick Smith says, I think Chelsea from Attention to
Gav
Details.
here.
Oh, Gav. Can PNS Swift be diluted 1-to-1? And can Defender be used after Rupes Uno Protect? Yeah, it
Swift
can, but
be
it's
diluted, but it's already pretty
It's already
liquidy.
pretty liquidy. Yeah,
so
pretty-
I probably wouldn't dilute it anymore unless you're just trying to like dull down the shine. But you could also just kind of go over it again with another towel if you wanted to. And then can Defender be used after Rupes Uno Protect?
Absolutely.
Defender can be used, yeah. Depending on how well it'll stick, hopefully it sticks well. We just know that the Bead Maker Uno Protect combo works because you use the Bead Maker to help wipe off the Uno Protect which is still kind of has its mild abrasives left on the surface, so that might be one of the reasons why it sticks. But I believe Defender should still be able to stick pretty well. Rick Smith says, I think Chelsea from Attention to Details has a video applying that coating outside with the Stoner Folks. I think she does, actually. Yeah. That would actually make sense because Chelsea was at the Creator Summit with us.
She's really cool, by the way.
And I believe that she did team up with the guys over at Stoner, who the guys at Stoner also, by the way,
those guys
are awesome. I would never say anything bad about those guys because they're super chill, they're super fun. They are really thirsty for knowledge, and I just like hanging out with them.
Before I ever worked here, remember, you guys asked what product I use more than anything else detailing-wise. I was like, Stoner's Invisible Glass. That's what I know, and I like it, so...
Dane was a little obsessed with the glass cleaning.
A little bit.
And then
it was weird.
Super Auto says, brings a whole new meaning to the dance, the stanky leg.
That's an extra stanky leg.
I don't know what that is, but that's amazing.
That leg stunk.
Well, then, it's the time about going to Cowgirls and Cuna after.
Yeah. Eurospec, when will you guys be carrying the KCX reactivation shampoo? Oh. Well, we received our pallet the other day, so hopefully maybe next week.
Pretty quick.
Brilliant detail in LSC. Hey guys, do you have any tricks for removing artillery fungus?
Ooh,
that's why I like Forced, for one. Spraying Forced on the surface. It helps remove that. And any like Active Foam, Super Foam, any of those actually do a really good job of that as well. You can even add a little Green Star to your GSF to help break that off. There's a lot of things you can do, but mostly a higher alkaline helps break off that.
Would claying help if you got to fight?
Yeah, you could also clay too, but most of the time it comes off with the higher pH chemical.
Junie says, I think it's awesome that you guys actually are replying to every comment. Every single chat comment, not many people on YouTube actually do that unless you donate money to the channel. You guys rock. Thank you, Junie.
That is something we've always tried to do.
I mean, even sometimes when it's just painful, like with the many highs and lows that we have, we still try to do it.
We only skip if it's like just people talking to each other, like side talk or anything like that, or if it's just so inappropriate we can't even bring it up on the screen. We
still post a couple.
We post a lot of like borderline and probably stuff. Inappropriate things, but not too far. So we draw the line somewhere. But we do, if it's a real detailing question, it doesn't matter if somebody feels like, oh, am I dumb for posting? Don't feel bad. Ask. We're here to help, so that's a big part of it.
Joey says, new ones are 4-door, yes, going to have to go used for a 2-door. Yes, agreed. Yeah. And then Jojo Crawdaddy says, I'm super late. I love the Halloween movie you made, folks. I watched it 3 times. Thank you, Jojo.
And then hey, Aaron, I like doorbusters.
It's funny.
Oh, man. Thanks, Jojo.
And then Caleb. Happy Friday Eve, TRC. Just made it to the live. Hey, Dane, with all your car stories lately, what's a quick history of your cars over the years? Caleb, you're going to have to tune in to a special...
Tell you what, I'll handle that on my own time.
A special Twitch channel, Dane's History of Vehicles.
Great Dane Films.
Volume 1.
You can talk to me there.
So
I'll tell you about my car
Dane goes
history.
live on Twitch at least usually 2 times a week, and he'll go live at night, which you could ask him every single personal question you have ever wanted to.
He'll do demos, too.
Okay, don't get too crazy.
And he'll answer it in brutal honesty.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, man.
It's very fun. Woo Jay says, how about a Fiesta ST?
I actually love Fiesta STs. However, I'm interested in the top coming down, so that's not really an option for me this time around. But if it was an only car, I could only have one, and I wanted it to be fun but also practical, Fiesta ST would definitely be up there on a budget. Awesome little car.
What about a Mitsubishi Eclipse Spider?
Oh god!
Ooh, that'd be nice.
Like a
purple,
like a 2G
with a body
or
kit?
like the 2G or like the 3G, right?
Oh no, if you're talking 2G, I love those actually.
No,
like
no,
a GSX.
No, sorry, the 2G you'd like too much. It has to be
it has to be a 3G.
Yeah, the 3G with the kind of like sad sounding V6
like from Too Fast, Too Furious.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, no, that's what I was saying with a terrible body kit and it's purple and
Umberto saying, brilliant. I made the exact question to Ivan LaCroix and I tried. With his answer, which was peanut oil. My brother's Subaru in Florida, and it works.
Interesting.
Joey says, I got some Uno Advance today to fix some nasty staining on my black plastic, and God knows what. Any suggestions for the pad? Any of the Rupes pads work great, Joey. And then Woo Jay, that Fiesta will make the top come down, baby.
Oh my god!
And then it's a real Fiesta. Wow, that's awesome.
I love that.
I like the cut of your jib there, buddy.
Well, it sounds like we might end this just a couple minutes early today.
We got some comments coming in. It's not too bad. We got stuff
hold
here.
on.
Keep those questions coming.
You guys need to book Destination OG for Halloween next year. Uncle Matty will hook you up.
It's funny you mentioned that. We've talked before about going there. Like way back when he was just talking about it as a possibility, but then seeing it and everything. Obviously, it's been a big deal with him building that up. But I don't know if we went there, what would that be like with us there? I wonder.
We'd probably. Well, that was the thing. We joked that we would be there.
He'd be scouring the refrigerator.
No,
well, none of us would be all that impressed.
Oh wow! Ouch! Shots fired.
Just saying.
So what we
We'd
want
be like, wow, this is nice.
We've seen what they do.
And then Matt's like, well, how much better do you guys want it? And we're like, well, we don't know. Maybe you could get like a truck bed trailer for the backyard for like dump runs.
Where's your burn pit?
Yeah, and Anthony's like,
where's your
I'm surprised
Dutch
you don't have
oven
enough.
pit?
So did you lay all this rock yourself? And he's like, no, I paid somebody. And Anthony's like, man, I wish I... Yeah. Well, if you need somebody, I could do that for you. I could help you out. I know how to do that. And then Anthony's asking what the storage solution for the storage shed. Where's the shed? What kind of shed you go with?
Yeah.
And Matt's like, I don't have a shed.
Sheds are gross. I'm all about the garage.
Shed here at the cabin. And then Dane asks,
imagine a show called Obsessed Shed.
Yeah. And then Dane,
he's building a shed.
And then Dane shows up and asks, so where's the cheesecake at in this place? Where's that? Where are we keeping that?
Here's what I think would happen.
It would be fun.
I would go and probably get lost on the racing simulator.
True.
We joked around about bringing Gabe with us, as Gabe's the biggest fan of Obsessed Garage, right? And
arguably the biggest.
We thought about bringing him with us, and we want to have a whole episode called Nitpicking with Gabe.
Yeah, where he finds things wrong.
Where Gabe finds things wrong with a house or like the garage or the build.
Like, he would be walking around with his Milwaukee
flashlight
tape measure and going, why is this light switch kind of crooked?
Are you saying you want to go make a video where you try to
and he'll pull out no, he would. He'd pull it out and he'd adjust the screws, and Matt would go, I already went through and adjusted. He's like, yeah, well, you've got them vertically. They need to be horizontal.
Yeah, fix that for you. Fix that for you, Matty. Yeah. No, he's
like adding caulk to spots that
we'd probably do something like that.
That would be
and maybe we would go catch a hike, maybe do the same hike that Pan the organizer did, just to see if, we can keep up. But no, we do eventually want to go out. We're going to probably talk to him at SEMA and see if we can plan a trip, because I know next year we want to try to do some more fun trips like that.
Visit some of our friends.
Visit our friends, go and hang out. But yes, I'd probably be in that racing simulator, setting in a crazy amount of new lap times.
Matt goes back in and it's just all Anthony. He's like, oh man,
like, God, he really. How long was he in this thing for?
Oh, he
like
lived there.
16
he
hours.
He didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, he didn't shower or anything. And I hope you don't mind. He ate in your simulator.
Oh yeah, there's crumbs from crackers in there. So
he was on a hot Cheetos binge while he was playing.
He wiped his hands off all over the seat.
Or it's on the Alcantara steering wheel.
Why is the steering wheel so orange?
Super Auto says, Dane, I think Ivan has a Triumph he'll sell you.
Dude, I might just pull a fast one and like totally change it up. Maybe I'll get like an old classic car or something. I don't know.
And then Wu Jay says, I'm a Fiesta owner. I love that thing. And then Caleb says, Anthony will go over the racing simulator. And Rick Smith says, I guarantee Uncle Matty will not approve my Dutch oven. And then Humberto says, go to the OG new house. And then I hope Matt's watching this. I don't think Matt's probably going to watch this, but maybe
he'll hear about it.
Maybe a few of the OG employees will.
Somebody will clip it for him, Kyle or somebody. Your Tommy.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's pretty well clears this out.
So,
that felt good.
Again, just to get you guys started, next week, Monday, the sale kicks off. Monday morning. Make sure you got your ducats in a row, and you can purchase the shirt. You can get the mystery boxes. You'll get a couple treats thrown in there. Yeah. You never know. And all next week, lots of stuff happening. Global SV is happening all next week, everywhere in the world, pretty much.
Yeah.
Check out the IDA, the-IDA.com to find out where that's happening in your area. We have it here in Boise on the 20th at the Rag Company. And then we've got Justin Pate's class here all next week. Check out, literally Google Avery Dennison Trainings or Avery Vinyl Wrap Trainings, and you can get in on that. And then, again, T-shirt and sticker. And then we've got our grand opening of the storefront
Should I
happening.
show them the sticker really quick?
Yeah, show them the sticker.
We got the storefront.
Because actually, if I could post these comments back up on the screen, I realize it's
grand
backwards, but
opening
I would like to get this out there because there were a
for the
couple
company and the new storefront happening on Saturday, the 21st of October. So mark your calendars. Next week, if you guys want to come out and check it out, feel free to come out and check out the store. And there's the new Ghostbuster shirt, sticker and shirt. So make sure you guys are ready this year.
This thing is sick, dude.
Put this right next to your mint edition one Charizard.
I am like all about the holographic stickers, but this one's just extra cool looking with just the Ghostbusters. I think that just the clarity on this one too is pretty killer. It's probably one of our best ones we've done.
Yeah,
it's
a great sticker.
Really good
Clarity.
Yeah, and it says by the Rad Company at the bottom. So just in case you're wondering, it does mention TRC on there. It's a nice little touch. But I wanted to throw up Brian Rigdon's because it was very nice.
Yeah, that was great.
Saying thanks again for another Q&A, guys. I know it's been said, but your latest video is over the top. It's been so fun watching your progression over the years. Thank you, Ryan. We really do appreciate that. And it's nice of you to notice because we really have tried.
Yeah.
And, it's a team effort over here. It's never just one person. But I will say Anthony Blaine carried a lot of the weight getting this thing off the ground and going. So big kudos to him.
There you go. And Ryan saying like an old third and then...
like an old T-bird.
Yeah. And then Mazel the Gazelle saying he just SV'd someone today at PNS at the training center because PNS is one of the first kickoffs for Global SV Week.
Nice.
Joey Blinsky saying, wow. Neil White saying, sweet. And then Glenn saying, thank you guys. Awesome show. So again,
thank you.
Crazy week next week.
Yeah.
Halloween sale. Grand opening of the store. We've got our final Avery Dennison training of the year.
Yes.
And, of course, Australia TRC, New Zealand. AUNZ TRC, as we call it, coming into the studio to say hello and spend some time with us. So
that sounds
right
good.
Before SEMA, exciting.
Yeah. So if you guys haven't done it already, please help me out, help yourself out. Click that like button before you go today. Really, it just helps the show get recognition and find its way in front of more people because ultimately the goal here is to help people with their detailing questions. And it's fun having the same people every week, but we want new people into the fold as well.
Tell your friends.
Tell your friends. And of course, if you enjoyed that video, we will be releasing it on the main channel as a standalone video you'll be able to enjoy when the sale comes about next week. So look for that on Monday on our main channel. Anything, Anthony? Or are you good?
I'm winking.
He's winking. All right, so that's our sign to go. Guys, take care. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.
See ya.